up, everybody? What's going on? How you guys doing? What's up, baby girl?
Hey, babe. Hey, everybody. Is anybody even in?
There are a few. We got 3 so far. Just wanted to
Okay.
check in. I know it's late. Got off work late. Was helping my son with his car again. So I'm trying. I'm trying to do some of the earlies, and I guess we'll just go back and forth. Fuck it.
What the heck is that?
That's my music.
Okay, don't put that.
I can.
Well, that's not.
That's my music. That's how I
That's not
roll.
your music. You know what type of music you listen to.
What
You
kind?
listen to that. Dun 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 dun.
That's you. The chutaro.
Ah,
Come on, Giovanna. No
just
empieza.
stop. Don't start. Don't start. Anyways, how is everybody's night tonight? What are you guys doing?
Sup, everyone, said Sergio. Awesome person said, just clocked out. ¿Qué onda, perdidos? Francisco said, bro, you know you're supposed to play some mariachi music for your lady. I know, huh?
Oh, wow. Really? That's what we're doing tonight? We're still on that? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we gotta. My bad. Yep.
That's you all day, every day.
Put on some Vicente, some Chente for her.
I see you even know his nickname. Wow.
Don't act like you don't.
No, I had to watch a documentary on him to know who he was. So don't even go there with me.
Daniel Martinez said, long time, bro. How are you and the family doing? Good, brother. And I know I still got to call. I'm going to call you, brother. I just got to get caught up. We stay on this thing so late, and then we all crash and the next day. But I'm going to get at you, bro, on the email y todo eso. Here
Are you
soon.
gonna talk about the prophet, the non-profit?
Yeah, in a few.
All right.
Uh, bro, you know, you're supposed long time. Dang, Rio, you do look like one of them gothic kids all in black.
He
This
was
is
feeling a
my,
little down today, you know. Nobody would play with him. He felt like maybe cutting himself or something. I had to talk him out of it and let him know that he's with me and he doesn't have to feel that way.
shut the hell up. Art Life says, sup, cricket and JJ. Watcha?
AJ?
JJ, the king of beepers.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hello.
Sean Cervantes said, what's good, gente? What's up, brother?
Hey.
How you doing, Sean? Francisco said, say library.
No, I won't. I won't do it. Not tonight. Nope. Let me read it. Library. Brary.
That's tough, huh, babe? Is that hard?
No. It's just you don't think when you're saying it. You just
You just say it
library.
the way you
It's
grew up.
no, it's shut up. You're a fool.
I get it.
Oh, whatever.
Just
Man, I
automatic.
gotta go back to work tomorrow. I had 3 days off in a row. Now it's time to go back.
I was, yeah. You like your little vacation. You should have worked shit yesterday. You only do the time and a half.
I get paid for it still. That's why they gave me 3 days off. 'Cause I get paid for one of the days.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Damn. That's cool.
So it's like I only had um, Sunday, Monday off, and then they pay me for Tuesday.
That sucks. I don't get the time and a half stuff.
I never used to before either when I was on
Salary.
salary.
You're making your little salads.
Salary with an S. But
Daniel,
yeah, I didn't like that either. I used to hate that too, but now it's cool. I just feel like it went too fast. I guess, when you're having fun, it just goes
yeah.
by quick. It's cool. Back to the grind tomorrow.
Daniel said, "It's all good, bro. I know you're busy working, taking care of your family. When you have the chance, hit me up, bro. I will. I appreciate that. Yeah, it never seems to be enough time in the day.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that, man, I just want this nonprofit to start so we can get some shit going. Just figuring stuff out, putting it together, doing things. You know what I mean? Like putting different things together. I think that's gonna be a feed, man.
Remember those little pumpkins I was telling you about
The what, babe?
at the store? The little pumpkin pills?
Yeah.
They used to be like $1, $1.50. They're like $2 now.
Are they?
Yeah, that's fine. Everything went up, so
Yeah.
I expected it. You know what I mean? Everything is just expensive out here. Every little thing, it goes up 50 cents, $1. Everything is
Yeah, it's a
it's
trip.
just all bad over here. It's crazy. Still, like it hasn't, nothing better has happened really. Gas has gone down a tad, but everything is still crazy.
Yeah. Our Lopez is Spider Live. Just got off work, about to tune in. Gotta get my drink on. Yeah,
Mhm.
we're live, bro. Just hopped on ahorita. How you doing, brother? Francisco said, "Now tell her to say February really fast."
Oh no, no, I'm done. I'm done. I can't.
Must be nice to have a 3-day weekend and get paid for one of those days, but you go, girl, said Daniel. I know, right?
Yeah, it's really nice. They got a good little setup where I'm at. You get sick time, vacation time. They let me leave for a month. I mean, they've been really good to me. So I got a
Yeah,
good little setup there that, yeah, I can't complain at all. So
that was crazy, huh? They just let you leave and come back like nothing
yeah,
all month.
yeah, they've been good to me. They really have. So I'm grateful for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. What's the word everyone said? Sergio Velasquez. What's up, homeboy? How you doing, brother? The word of the day is, what could it be? Celery
Okay, well, you can have your
or
salary.
salary. Which one? It's got to be one of those.
Oh, Lord.
That's funny.
What are you doing?
What's the word? It's called life, Cardinal. Let me know what you got going on, Cardinal, said Daniel. Will do, bro. Will do. Absolutely. Like I said, the main thing I'm waiting for is this nonprofit to kick in, and that way, start trying to put some stuff together for these, for what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, I don't know, man. Some kind of, I envision like a facility or something, but I think maybe that may be like eyes too big at first. You know what I'm saying? Like taking, like, taking a bite, too big that I can't chew yet. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe think smaller to begin with. I would think, or else I'm gonna disappoint myself. What do you think about that, babe?
Yeah, I think we just gotta wait it out first and see. Don't go all crazy at first.
Yeah,
I think you
because
gotta
we
figure
start thinking
figure
real.
some things out too, right?
Yeah, I mean, we need to learn it as we go too, because I mean, it's gonna be, it's all new.
Well, not just learning that side, it's something new for both of us. We've never done this before.
Mm,
Um, so definitely anybody who has, obviously we want your input, but
yeah,
it's also the people who are going to be involved. I mean, that's also something to consider.
yeah.
I
Would hate to
mean,
make a mistake just because of ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and you know what though? I'm kind of glad that it kind of took this long to go through and figure out, because then you kind of figure out who people are and who you want on your side and on your team, and that's when you start seeing the real and the fake. And that's when you got to start, you know,
Yeah,
figuring it out. And
yeah, yeah, for sure. That's feeding it right there, Francisco. The son had his first football game.
oh, okay,
Mollywopped them fools. That's
that's
cool.
so cool.
What's the word,
I
everyone?
miss those times, like games and things like that. Like
Yeah.
they're just so much fun. Like that's how we grew up. Like
I
the
remember when
ice
you sent me
chest,
that
the
picture
chairs
in the football uniform.
of Mijo. Yeah, every time after his game, he'd fall asleep in my arms. I mean, I started him out little, but it just wasn't Mijo, but it was like my brothers, my me growing up. Like I just miss all those. I never thought I would miss it, but the folding chairs, and the couple bucks to go to the snack bar, and I mean, just all that little stuff. I miss all that. So enjoy it, Francisco. Take lots of pictures. It's super cool.
Yeah.
I was on this softball team. I played softball for a few years, and I was like on the worst team ever. Like we lost every game.
Bad news bears.
We lost every game. I mean, but we had so much fun, and we had really good people individually. We just sucked as a team. And our coach was just so like fun and lenient. He was like, "Come on, guys, at least get a couple hits, and I'll buy you guys ice cream, or we'll go to go get pizza." And then we wouldn't, and he's like, "Ah, screw it, let's go get pizza anyway." And we're like, "Okay," like he was always so much fun, and everybody always liked to play us on game day because they knew they were gonna win. Like they never, like they're like, "Oh, okay, there they are," So
That's probably why you guys lost too. You guys were
we
getting
just had fun. I just remember it being so much fun. Like it just, you know, I I don't know. When we put Mijo into sports, I would see some parents that were just like crazy. Like they thought it was the NFL.
yeah.
And I'm like, yo, whoa, calm down. Like they're like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Like we're all
Yeah.
gonna get a trophy, you know. But they really took it serious. And
Yes.
I felt bad for the kids because you want it to be fun for them first, you know.
Sergio said, I'm fucking frying. That's what's up. Orale. And then he said,
Frying as in hot or frying as in cooking something?
well, first of all, I don't think frying is pot. That's acid.
Huh?
So he's probably talking about cooking something.
Oh, well, when you're hot, you're frying in the sun. You never heard that expression?
Oh, hot. I thought you said high.
No, hot.
Oh, hot frying. Yeah.
And it was like 109, 110 here today.
Was yeah. But remember,
Whew.
he's in the bay with well, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what you say.
I don't say that. I don't say
Sergio,
that. I said that. I don't know. I'm not going to repeat that because I didn't mean it like that. I don't
Sergio
say
said
that.
salary.
Oh, wow.
Awesome person said, I'm down to be a driver for miscellaneous tasks when everything is up. Yeah, I mean, anybody that's willing to give up their time is good, would be feeding it, bro. You know what I mean? To talk to, even just talking to the kids and being there, just so the kids see that there's people that give a damn. You know what I mean? Be a place where that that can be, Francisco said, gotta cover your head and get your hands on all the government programs that are open to you. Yes, I know. Yeah. You gotta cover your overhead. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Simon, that's what I'm hoping for. The government, all those government grants, as well as a lot of big companies, man. They set aside feria just to give to nonprofits and stuff, and you obviously have to put together some type of paperwork to request and show, to tell them a little bit about the organizations and stuff. So stuff like that. I mean, it, I know it's going to be a daunting kind of task, but I really I can't wait. You know what I mean? I just want to get to it. Um, and but it's going to be a learning process for us too, because and never done it. So I mean, I got to make sure that got all my p's and q's. Let me see. Are you looking for a little building or something to set up in to get kids off the street so you can talk to them, something like that? Um, Not necessarily me. Uh, so my vision of it all is basically me and other people that have been involved in the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Going to prison, getting in trouble. All that stuff, gangs and stuff. Um, having them like kind of go into these facilities and talk to these kids, juvenile halls, schools, stuff like that. A facility that I'm thinking about would be somewhere where they can also hear that, but more, it's just somewhere to. I don't want to be not as I guess kind of like a boys and girls club, but not. You know what I'm saying? Not a place just to go. You know, I mean, those are cool too. Gets kids off the street and stuff, but I'm thinking more of somewhere where they can go and still hear the same thing, like from ex Pintos and ex gang members and stuff, and at the same time, kind of learn whatever those Pintos are doing now, right? So if you have one that's an electrician, maybe he can run it down to them, not to the point of where they're going to get certified and all that, but just knowledge. You know what I mean? Start giving these kids a little bit of knowledge about stuff that will make them feel good about themselves. I've told the story before, but when I was in the feds, I mean, I had never, I mean, done anything. They didn't offer us shit. When I went to the Pinta, you couldn't get degrees and all that. By the time I got there, all that fun stuff was done. Um, so my last 5 years in the feds, I was actually, I ended up somehow, becoming a maintenance guy. It was a trip. I just kind of fell into that. I didn't know shit about maintenance, but the vato who was like the head maintenance dude, um, we just got cool, and so we was doing it, and he took me along, and I learned a bunch of shit, and it was just it felt good to learn the stuff, and it was a little bit of everything, electrical, plumbing, all that highly, me, but like real shit, not it wasn't just changing out a fucking you know just a receptacle, or the plug in. It wasn't just that. It was we actually laid I remember we put up a whole breaker box, put in new breakers. I learned how to do that. But I mean, even though it's simple stuff to people who know it, for me that shit was big, you know what I mean? And at the end, it made me feel, like kind of like good about myself that I was learning this shit. And so I think that that's kind of like the tools that I would like to give these kids, just little stuff like that they can learn from us, or from people that are there, and that maybe would entice them to follow those paths as careers. You know what I mean? if a kid learns a little bit about electricity, he may want to be an electrician, or he may want to, whatever. There's all kinds of paths that they can take, and it's you know it's just better than the alternative, right? And so that's kind of the idea that I have. It's still obviously just an idea, not exactly sure of the implementation and how it would be, but just kind of like scratching the just scratching out a sketch of what it would be. That's the plan. So
Jeez,
shut your
all
ass.
that. But you know what, though? I think, though, that everybody who wants to help and volunteer or whatever, or be there, everybody on here has a different story. Um,
Yeah.
and somebody is going to relate to a certain kid. One kid might not relate to you, but might relate to someone else. And then another kid's going to relate to someone else, and so on and so on. So, I mean, that's going to be huge for them to say, well, okay, if he could do it, I could do it then. Oh, you didn't have a mom, or you didn't have a dad, or, you grew up with a stepdad too, or just however, people are going to be able to relate, which is going to be great, because it's just not someone that doesn't know what they're talking about trying to tell them, hey, you got to grow up and have a good attitude and be mindful, be respectful. No, all of us on here can actually sit there and tell them, hey, what you're going through, we know how you're feeling, and you're going to feel that way, and it's okay.
Hmm.
But,
Yeah. And obviously the main thing is the other side of it is just kind of breaking down our life story and
mm-hmm,
the feelings behind it, so that they can hear about what that path takes you to. And not every kid, there's gonna be some kids that are gonna sit there and be like, you lame ass, what I mean, I'm down for my barrio and all this dumb shit, right? It just is what it is. That's the way. There's going to be those knuckleheads, and you can't help that, but all we can do is be there, uh, and with basically open arms to allow them to be there if they need to be. But that's kind of the plan with the facility, saying stuff like that. I talked to, like, Bubba. He's a mechanic. We talked about him, bringing in some of the lowrider car clubs, and just showing the cars off, and because kids, a lot of kids are, that's cool, they like that. I mean, I wish I could get a project car going with my son, and just teaching them what it entails. I mean, what do you do when you put hydraulics? When you cut this and cut that, or you put this in. When you want to get the chrome plated, and all the stuff that you can talk about and show them, and then that maybe spark some type of an alternative to whatever lifestyle they're in at that time. So that's kind of the plan with the facility. It's not going to be a place where I would be, obviously, but it'd be a safe place for the kids and for people, other volunteers, and people that want to be a part of all of it, which I know there's a lot out there. um, but yeah, that's hopefully the what's going to happen eventually. So Fence has no coordination. LOL. Said Ty 602.
well, I was a pitcher, and I did pretty well. Like I said, we had a girl on our team that she would hit a home run every time, or almost a home run every time. But
Sure.
yeah, she was really good. And we were all good, like, individually, but when you put us in as a team, we just didn't know what we were doing. I think maybe it was the coach. I don't know. But I just remember having fun. That's all. Like, I would go to practice and have fun, and we'd get all pumped up, like if we were really gonna do something on game day and we didn't. Like, it was just, I remember just having a good time, and then
Yeah.
meeting, new friends, um, different people. So that was also a good thing.
Francisco said, Mexicans don't play baseball. You should have stuck to soccer.
Oh gosh, I never thought ever.
Ty 602 said, I hate to lose. Cheers to Jovan.
Yeah, and you
Sergio
win some,
said,
you lose some.
Sergio said it's 95 in the house. What the hell?
Yeah,
Correction, it's
AC is
97
out.
in here. No AC. Wow. What the hell? Did it mess up or what, bro? What the fuck? I wouldn't stay in there. It's crazy. Albert Carranza said, what's up, Mr. and Mrs. Cricket? Saludos from Tucson, Arizona. Football is back, baby. Saludos and blessings to all the raza out there. What's up, brother? How you doing? Appreciate
Yeah.
you tapping in and giving us some of your time. Ty 602 said, damn, Sergio, that's hot. Hell yeah. What's going on, Ty? How you doing? Said Sergio. It's cooler outside, homie. He said, it literally is, bro. LOL, I'm about to pitch a tent in the front yard.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't look any other. Like, I mean, it's not like you would look weird out there, Sergio, in a tent. There's a bunch of tents all over California, so you'd fit right on in.
I was looking behind that thing, the highlight that I put. Same old ish, homie. One foot in front of the other. Nothing cool, said Ty 602. I feel it, bro, said Sergio. Don't be scared, homie. LOL, said Ty 602. Who scared me? Oh, you talking about of doing the nonprofit and all that? Or are you talking to somebody else? I'm not
I think
scared.
he's talking to you.
Yeah, I'm not scared to do it. I think that I look forward to it. I just know that there's a lot that I don't know. So, it's just another something to do, something new to learn and stuff, but definitely not scared to do it. I can't wait. I really want to start that and get into these places and actually, because I know that this platform here, we don't have the kids listening to this. You know what I mean? This is kind of like the run up to that. And, and this is a great platform because it brings together a bunch of like-minded individuals that eventually may also play a part in all of it. But it definitely, I mean, I know that the audience isn't these kids that need to be talked to and need to be told about these things. um I'm just hoping that we can get it going. Shit, been waiting long enough. It was my fault, but yeah. Let me see. That's what sucks when people tell you to, man. Man up. Quit being a pussy. It's tough. Mental health is real. Sentai 602. Yeah, you're right. Uh, yeah, that sucks. I mean, well, that's where the whole peer pressure comes in, and that's why I think that the alternative with people that have been there, done that, talking to these kids, it's been happening for years. This isn't nothing new. That it's not like I just came up with some great fucking idea that nobody has ever tried. You know what I mean? The only difference, I think, honestly, is I've never heard, like when I used to hear these vatos come into the juvenile halls and all that, talking to us kids. It was usually like some vato that was like 19 that stopped gang banging at like 16, and you know what I mean, like, and hadn't been through it all yet and couldn't really tell you. You know what I mean? Or you would get the other ones that want to scare you and talk about, do you really want to go to prison and get raped and all that? Like, that's not the type of scaring I think that these kids need. I mean, first of all, they know it's bullshit. You know what I mean? You can turn anything on and hear that it's just not what it is. Um, but I think the other part of it is, I think what would really scare them is the truth. I mean, the feelings that are behind it, the loss of loved ones, the loss of the time. Everybody plays that macho, cool, hard motherfucker that can do it, and maybe there are those that actually can, but everybody that I knew, including Carnales and all of that, had rucas, had kids that they loved, and you can't tell me that that shit didn't hurt like it would anybody. You know what I mean? And then at the end, to also have these motherfuckers betray you, and in one way or another, um, and you find out it's all for nothing. I mean, it's come on. I think it's probably best for them to learn that lesson before they even, have to go through that lesson. You know what I mean? Los Baby says, so is White Fence really from White Fence 13? No. um,
Yeah, I'm the craziest one from there. No, just kidding.
uh,
Yeah, right.
no,
No way.
the chat actually came up with that nickname for her, actually, Sergio, um, because we were talking about how she grew up, um, like a normal person, and almost with like the white picket fence, um, type of way, with mom and dad loving you and a nice house and all that stuff. And so people started calling her white fence, or instead of it got shortened from white picket fence. And so that's where the confusion comes in. But no, brother, she's not from Califas. Awesome person said, Grillo, so you wouldn't be at the facility often? No, brother, I couldn't be, only because I wouldn't want anybody else that's involved, um, people that are obviously donating their time, and the kids, um, to be in any kind of danger because of my presence. You know what I mean? It's no secret that um, that there are gente that would wish me bad, and I'm no dummy. I'm not no tough guy that's gonna sit there and call people out and tell you where I'm at and all that other shit. Again, I will defend myself if need be, but I won't put myself in the position to have to if I don't need to. And I definitely couldn't live with myself if I was in a place like that and someone came in to try to do me harm and hurt some kid, or someone that's just trying to help kids. You know what I mean? So yeah, I couldn't put myself. I couldn't be in such a public place where it would give someone that opportunity to come and act a fool. You know what I mean? Geronimo said, hola, hola, chronicleros over here in trial prep. Be cool and stay groovy.
Oh,
Watch
yeah,
out.
the Geronimo.
Yep, yep. Sergio said, no choice, nowhere else to go. Shit,
We got
put
to get
the
you one of those like little AC
pop up
units.
tents.
Maybe
Or
a
that.
couple of them. Put them
In the
throughout the house.
Yeah, put them in
It
the
should be
window.
getting cool over there soon anyway, right? Like in November or October. Still, I couldn't be in the heat like that.
Shit, no. Is it humid too, brother? Ty 602 said, Gordo making noise again. I know, fucker. He said,
Leave my baby alone. He can make all the noise he wants.
just poking fun. You have a unique story. And I don't think my story is that unique, bro. Honestly, I can tell you a bunch of them. I mean, some of the circumstances are unique, but the betrayal as a full, in general, is not. You know what I mean?
Wait, I think it's unique because you have me in your life. You're welcome. I did save your life. Your son saved your life. I think that's what's really unique about it.
You
Is
see
that
what?
you did choose your woman and your kid, over the craziness,
Yeah. Well, again,
unlike some people.
yeah, I don't think the whole the backstabbing betrayal part of that lifestyle is unique, and it starts from a young age, and we just we don't take heed to it, bro. Think about it. I mean, if I think about my situation when I went to the Pinta, that was it. My homeboys, I think maybe I got a couple wheelas at the first maybe year or two or something. Um, it was just everybody was all down, and part of the fun when we were all out there doing it. And as soon as I went to the joint, that's it. Everybody moved on with their lives as they should, right? And when I got out the Pinta, I almost expected everybody to still be chilling around the chante, drinking and smoking grifa, and it wasn't like that. Everybody was gone. It was like a whole different world, and I'm like, the fuck? I threw all that shit like everybody else had a life, and I didn't. And not that that's a betrayal in the sense, but it was like, again, your friend, you have no friends when it comes to this life. You know what I mean? It's just not that type of party. You go to the pinta, and that's the end. You know what I mean? And then for some reason, we, those of us that then move on and get involved in the politics and all that shit, I think it's going to be different with these fools. You know what I mean? It's just a repetitive thing. And then, but of course it's a little more serious, so yeah, it's just I don't think I don't it's not unique on the grand scheme of things. Maybe, some of the details, of course, how everybody's story is unique, but honestly I think that, you know I can give you so many others that were betrayed, or bad calls, or so many other things where these dudes
There's
thought
been
that,
like father son, right? There's been like father sons.
yeah, well,
I
yeah,
mean,
big
or
RJ, little RJ,
I mean, just the craziness of those stories. I
yeah,
mean,
and I've seen, I mean, there's been carnales that were part of it for 20 something years, and now, I mean, um, look at like Big Casper. Big Casper was gung ho about it all and everything. Now he's done with it. He gets out pretty soon, and from what I'm hearing, he's, all the way against it now. You know what I mean? And his Wheeler that he wrote me, he's ready to speak up against it as well. So it's, everybody gets to that point. It seems like at the end, and hopefully we can get some of these kids to see it in the beginning. Daniel Martinez said, I understand what you're talking about, but like I was saying, is that my sister has this little building that she doesn't use, and White Fence can do her fundraisers and giveaways. It has a kitchen and some rooms to have meetings or play games or something like that. But we can talk all about this, bro. Yeah, Simon. We'll do that on the phone. That's feed me, bro. I appreciate the offer.
that's cool. That's
We'll
super cool.
definitely discuss it. Y a ver qué onda. Adrian Zuniga said, "There's a time for everything in a season. One day, then 1,000 elsewhere. In a season, one day, then 1,000 elsewhere." Yeah, I mean, there's definitely that. I mean, definitely, time is. Only thing is, fuck, man, time goes by so quickly out here compared, right? It almost seems like you don't have a lot of time for whatever reason. So just said, and you're still welcome, Giovanna.
Who's Giovanna? Because I don't know who Giovanna is.
Fence is the plug for real.
Just
Enticing. So
kidding.
no,
No.
I thought she was some active chola from White Fence. Ha ha
Oh
ha.
my God, never that. No, never that. Was never a Vato Chacaloca. No, I was never joined a gang. I never wanted to be in a gang. Uh, Never dressed like one, acted like one.
Our son just came out here and threw up West Side at me.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Better not.
You hear your mom? He said West Side Chicanos.
Oh my God, stop. That's embarrassing. Oh God.
You know?
Tell him,
That's what the
tell him
South
to stop.
Side Chicano.
He's grounded
You
right
stupid.
now.
Uh,
It's because you need to spend more time with him. See what happens?
shit, I know. He
Go
doesn't
give him a
even
hug.
know the gang Southside Chicano.
Stop. He's a
Art
fool.
Lopez. All right, I'm home. I'm showered and I made my drink. So here I am. Orale, there he is. Lost Baby said, Cricket, were you Hector in Fast and the Furious movie? I never seen those. Which one was Hector? Was
Oh
he
my
the,
God. It's the same guy that plays in every movie as like the cholo.
was he like 23 looking?
No. About 23. But he's young. He's probably old now, but
Yeah, I've never seen that flick. I don't know which one that is, brother. Not sure. Adrian Zuniga said Time Tower Lines. Time Tower Lines?
hmm
Well, what's the last? I think maybe it goes with the last. There's a time for everything in a season. One day, then a thousand elsewhere. Time Tower Lines. As for me in action, what happened, bro? Respect to you and the family. Stay safe. Said Ty 602.
thank
Luckily
you,
not.
Ty.
Luckily not humid, just hot. Said Sergio. That's good. Shit. At least. Still, I mean, hot is hot, but um, but the humidity, man. You get out the shower sweat, that shit sucks. Los Babies, did you ever hoop the Wheelas? No, brother. It wasn't that damn serious. I can memorize them and talk about it. Um, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. I mean, there was picos and stuff like that, but I know got that Wheelas. Paul Chavez said, "What's up, homeboy? What's up, brother? How you doing?"
No, Paul's here.
El Profe Loco said, "What's up, Grio? Late night, early." Yeah, it was late.
Yeah, late night.
I got off work. I was helping my son with his car again. We keep working on the car, but and we keep meaning to come on earlier. I like to do it earlier, but we get caught up here and there. But yeah, well, we're trying.
Yeah, and I just want you guys to know also that I started a little bit of shopping for the little Halloween stuff that we're gonna do. I'm gonna take 25 Halloween pills. They're like those little orange ones, the old school ones. I'm gonna take 25 of those to a park here in Arizona. It's kind of um it's like a big park, and I know there's gonna be a bunch of kids there, and I think 25 is gonna be great. So I'm gonna do that a few days before Halloween, so a kid can get like a little, bucket of candy to get them started, or if they don't go trick or treating, at least they got a little treat for Halloween. So,
Yeah. Paul Chavez said, "Hola, Crick's wife."
oh, hello,
Ty 602 said, "That's where I'm at. Lost everything." Right now, brother?
Ty. Oh, don't
And
do that. You're gonna break my heart.
Prophet Loco said, "Day mañana, just checking in and out. ¿Qué hubo, gente?" Oh, late night, early day mañana, just checking in and out. ¿Qué hubo, gente? Órale, profe.
Oh, okay.
Do your thing, brother. Appreciate you stopping by to say ¿qué hubo? Lost Baby said, "Fool, hoopy knives was retarded." Yeah, but sometimes it was necessary. But I mean, I mean, again, that's that. That's a whole different type of community in there, and so you do what you have to. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Looking back on it and all that, but when you're in that moment, there's you don't have a lot of choices. So prison is for the birds. Laughed my ass off. Yeah, that's fucking true.
What does that mean?
For the birds.
Yeah,
I don't know. Everybody always. I mean, I know the saying, like that's for the birds, but I never understood. I don't know why it would be for the birds. Like, why should the birds be in?
maybe pigeons, but not not like a pretty cardinal bird.
My dad was dead at 42. I'm 44. Said Ty 602.
See, Ty? You're gonna do a lot better.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, if we can learn from others' mistakes, I mean, I'm already fucked. I lost all my, all that time and all that shit. I mean, I can't get none of that back. But I got a long time ahead of me, and honestly, since I'm so well preserved, I'm cool. You know what I mean?
I'm I'm not doing this tonight because I lose so much energy with you. Like I can't with your mental health. You need help. I can't.
All I'm saying is, I
I
mean,
can't. No, I'm not doing that tonight.
at this age, or at
Your age, 45. Go ahead. Go ahead.
just
45.
I still got a long time ahead of me. So even though I lost a bunch, I mean, it's almost like I didn't. So we'll
Oh
be
my
all
God,
right.
this guy. I'm not gonna go there tonight. I'm not. We're not doing this tonight.
No, but seriously, honestly, yeah, I mean, if anybody can avoid all that, I mean, that's fuck, man. And that's what I hope we can accomplish. I mean, I would feel good, like knowing that some kid, even though we would never know, like it's crazy that you can't prove a negative. You know what I'm saying? If a kid doesn't go to prison, you can't prove that he ever would have. You know what I mean? So we can't ever take credit for that. But at the very least, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like a kid just knowing that they're there and they're trying their best. You'll see the type of kids that we have there and 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 the struggles that they have and the lifestyle they have and all that. And I think that it'll just feel good to know that they have someone to talk to, someone to look up to, someone to learn from. And if they end up not going down that path, then I think it's not about taking credit. It's just about being happy for them, in their life, that they don't have to go through all that shit that some of us had to. Sergio said, damn, that's young time. My condolences. Respect, Sergio said, Ty 602. 480 said, what's up, Cricket and Miss Cricket? A late one. What's the topic?
Oh,
We're talking
look
about
at
the nonprofit.
480s here.
We're talking about the nonprofit kind of, or that's kind of the topic right now.
We're just,
Discussing.
yeah, the nonprofit and how I'm actually kind of glad. I mean, they say good things come to those that wait, and kind of glad it didn't happen so fast. Um, and that you know, I know it's your fault that it took a little bit long, but I think it worked out for the better because now we have to reconsider who is going to be part of this nonprofit and who's not. And, you just get to really know people throughout the months, throughout the year, and things change. And it's kind of like dodging a bullet. So I'm really excited for this to happen. And I'm kind of glad we saw who's riding along and who's falling off. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, see, and just so that everybody's on board, we had discussed, because when you start a nonprofit, you have to have, or a corporation, which is what a nonprofit is, you have to have board members. And we had discussed board members that maybe now we're second guessing, only because I really want serious people involved that truly are about moving forward and helping these kids and stuff, and not so much um, just about yourself type stuff, or not doing it just for the glory of you know what I mean. So we'll see. Tyson02 says she's bluffing. She a straight thug plug in the game.
never that. Never that. I don't even think I could hurt a fly. Never
AP
that.
AP said Yomana was down for the causa. Never asked any questions. Not a real mob wife. Just as long as she knew.
Oh,
He said just as long as she knew where Grillo slept.
oh no. First of all, No mom. Second of all, no wife. Just, just naive and stupid. That was the most. I'm not gonna lie though. A couple of times I tried to keep him home, but he wouldn't.
Yeah, yeah, that was stupid.
That one time I stood in front of the door and you threw me across the room. Do you remember that?
Don't make me sound like a woman beater. It didn't happen like that.
Okay, I was standing in front of the door and you pushed me out of the way and I almost fell.
Yeah, I
And I
remember.
kept running in front of the door because I didn't want him to leave, and he just kept pushing me out of the way. I think I did fall once, didn't I?
Well, at the end, I finally pushed you a little bit harder, and then you fell, and then you got all dramatic and acted like you hit your head on the floor, and yeah, you tried to use your acting skills. Yeah,
Oh man, did you end up leaving? You did, huh?
yeah. I had people waiting outside. I had to
Good.
go.
Wow, what a guy.
I almost jumped out the fucking window. Remember?
You really did.
No,
Forgot about that.
it was 2 stories though. I don't like heights.
This guy, you guys, this guy was crazy.
Sergio said, "LOL, Giovanna," said Dicey to homie Rascals here. Orale, my evening is complete, kicking it with the power couple. What's up, brother? How
Hey,
you doing?
Rascal.
You white fences and IG hardcore choca loca bata. Sergio.
Oh,
480
Instagram.
480 said, "Oh yeah, Cricket does look like Hector from Fast and Furious, but Vato bald."
I don't think so.
Vato
I
look.
think that guy looks a little younger. Well, not now. He's older now. No, I didn't mean it like that. Get that look off your face. When he was in the Fast and the Furious, he was really young.
Yeah, well, I was real young then too.
Okay, I don't think he looked like him.
Well,
I feel like that guy has like a bigger head. I don't know.
I didn't say I look like. I don't even know who it is, but I definitely know I look younger than him.
Hmm. Probably.
Kiki G said, "What's good? What's up, Kiki G? How you doing, brother?" Bubba Mesa is in
Hey,
the house.
oh, there's Bubba. Hey, Bubba, how you been?
He said,
You and
"What's
your
good,
wife?
man?" We were talking about you earlier, brother, about because we're talking about the nonprofit and how we had discussed the mechanic part and the lowriders and all that. Bubba said, "Ty 602, what's up, bro?" Ty 602, and then said, "Sergio, that's on the low." Francisco VP, how are you, bro? Said Bubba. Sergio said, Rascal 480, Kiki G, Bubba, saludos, fellas. Bubba message said, Sergio, my brother, what's good? What's cracking, Serge? Bubba said, Kiki G. Bubba, how you doing, homeboy? Said Ty 602. Bubba message said, Kiki G, what up? Bubba said, 480, how's everything going, little bro? The homie hangout. Rascal says, Sergio with the fist. Ty 602 said, I'm doing okay. Had my surgery Wednesday. I busted 4 stitches, damn it. Oh, you had your surgery.
Oh,
That's right. On your foot, again on your foot, right? He said he busted 4 stitches.
oh, God, it sounds painful. I didn't think about that.
The homie hangout. Rascal said, Profe was one of my tier names, serio. Sergio said, damn, Bubba. Ty 602 said, emotionally, I'm broke, Miss Fence. Financially, I'm good. Sorry to be a bummer.
You're
No,
not
it
a
happened.
bummer. You're not being a bummer. It's okay to share and to talk about it. Sometimes you need to talk about it. And you have to think about what do you need to do to get to that point where you're not feeling like that, where you feel rich within yourself, with your family, with friends, or even if you have to stand alone sometimes, that's okay too. Sometimes you have to cut certain friends off, certain family off to get where you need to get.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Mhm. But don't ever think that it's a bummer. You could talk about whatever you want on here, except when you say that this guy looks like he's 23. Okay, then that's where I have a problem. Just
She just hates the truth, fellas.
I don't hate the truth.
Bubba said, Cricket, my carnal, hope all is good, and Mrs. Cricket, hope everything is going good for you.
Who said that?
Bubba,
Bubba? Oh, Bubba, yeah. Everything is going, it's finally kind of looking up, Bubba. You know what I mean? It's finally, we're getting on track, so I can't complain. It's going all well. It's going well. Finally, I could say it's going okay.
yeah. Adrian Zuniga said, stay real, Tent City detectors. Watcha. Shadow Pit said, well, well, well. What's up, Shadow Pit? How you doing, brother? It's been a minute.
Hello.
I think I saw Shadow Pit. Uh, where were you at? I think with Rojo the other day. How you doing, brother?
You need to chill out wherever you go, whatever you're doing out there.
On the YouTube
In the
Yarda?
inner, yeah, you need to just stay in your lane and you need to mind your business.
Hey, I gotta kick it on the yard.
No, you got to mind your business. Is what you need to do.
I mind it, but I'm on the Yarda.
You don't need to be on no yarda, okay? You need to chill out.
I don't know why you faking. You like the mitotero.
No, I could care less. It's the same bull crap every time.
480 said, yeah, I trip out my. I'll tell you later what's happening though, babe.
All right
480
then.
said, yeah, I trip out. My neighbor asked me for shampoo and he pulled out 1 whole ounce of glass and 1 whole zip of black tar in Tucson. I seen how thick each packet was and I was like, holy shit.
Oh,
Oh, you talking about in the pinta. He pulled it out his ass. Yeah.
oh,
He asked for shampoo to. I got you. Bubba Mesa said, Ty 602, I'm with you, bro. I got like $22 in my account. Shake my head. Yeah, it happens. Shit.
I know. I'm gonna tell a quick funny story real quick. This was kind of recently, like no, not recently, like 3, 4 months ago.
Mhm.
A friend asked me, I really, really just need some gas money. Can I borrow some money? I was like, yeah, I got you. I got like $20. I go look at my account. It's like $18. I'm like, I can't even give you $20. I think I got like 16 or I think it was like 16 or 18. I mean, they took it, but that's all I could give. It was kind of embarrassing. So, I mean, I know I've been there. You know what I mean? It's still there sometimes, but it's just life happens and it's always something like when me and this guy think we're doing okay, then the AC goes out. Uh, there goes 1,500. We had to like call some plumber over to the house the other day. Well, he did because I'm in Arizona. They wanted to charge you how much? Like,
2,500.
yeah. See, it's always something like, ugh, trust me, we get it. We feel you.
Yeah.
Um, I'm
I said,
sorry, Bubba, though, that you have to go through it while you're also fighting, some of your illnesses and then your foot and the surgery. But it'll get better. Just do what the doctors tell you, though, Bubba. Whatever they tell you to do, do it.
yeah.
'Cause you need to be healthy.
G Thought said, because birds don't seem to mind living in a cage despite having wings. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense.
Watch out. G Thought's coming in with the
Ye-
smarts.
I mean, he got rid of the picture, and whew,
All of a sudden, he's not a dum dum no more.
you've never been a dum dum, though.
He was part of the dum dum gang.
I think he's learned, though, now.
Whoever your friends are, remember the saying. Yeah,
The
Bubba
dum
Mesa
dum
said,
gang.
G Thoughts, what's up, bro? Lost Baby said, Cricket, you need to save Renee Box Enriquez fool. LOL. That would be sick to hear this fool Renee speaking like a doctor on the live.
You need a what?
I don't even know if that. I don't think he's fucking around with YouTube, but I don't know what he got going on. Actually, he's just, he was in what he do 34 years or something. He's fucking enjoying life, bro. He probably ain't even worried about this type of shit. And I say enjoy it. Cheetah said, Cubo Bubba. Type 602 said, I got you, Bubba. LOL. Bubba said, awesome. What's good, bro? Orale G Thoughts, said Sergio. Paul Chavez said, hey, do you remember 40 ounce from the DVP? Whatever happened with him or his last known status? Nah, 40 ounce wasn't from Dupavilla, bro. 40 ounce was from 40 ounce posse. That's Güero. Jose Barriga. That's who you're talking about, right? If you're talking about 40 ounce, the Carnal 40 ounce, they changed his name to 40. His name was, they called him Güero. His name is Jose Barriga. Um, but because there was so many Güeros at that time, because they had just made little chipas and big chipas from Dogtown and all that, they changed Jose's name to 40 ounce because he was from that Clica 40 ounce posse, if you remember that. But that's where he was from. But he was doing good, man. He just had a baby. Well, not just, but a few years ago, he had a baby. Um, every time I go out to Phoenix, I visit with him. And he had I think the baby should be probably about 3 years old now. Uh, but yeah, he met a ruca. I mean, and the homeboys, he's like a year or two older than me, and he had just had that little baby. Um, but he was doing pretty good. Pinche 40 ounce. Me and 40 ounce we go back. It was when we were, I mean, kids. We were in Ryan unit together, in Meadows unit together. We were doing, me, him, and Chino were like real close and doing all that dumb skina shit. But but yeah, that's where Cuarenta was from. He was from 40 ounce posse. If that's the one you're talking about, I don't know if I've never heard of anybody else called 40 ounce though. AP said that's why Grillo goes on camera because he knows he looks 23. Yeah, right.
Wow. No, that's.
I gotta show it off.
Sold my company, sold Micro Solutions.
I don't think that's why he goes on because he looks 23. I mean, he can think that he looks 23, but he ain't.
Ain't isn't a word.
It is. They actually added it to the dictionary. Hmm. If other people can say conversate, then I can at least say ain't.
Oh, but watch out. Rascal already said conversate's a word.
No, it's not. I hate that word. That word makes me cringe. Oh gosh.
Watch out. Here we go. Rascal said, for the birds comes from World War II, and birds would peck at horse shit for seeds, and somehow that translates to worthless, etc. Okay, who's
Oh,
right?
another one. Okay,
We're gonna have
that's
a
cool.
contest now. G Thoughts and Rascal. Which one is it? Hey, Bubba said awesome person. G Thoughts said Renee Boxer, Dr. Chale, more like a lawyer slash politician. Bubba Mesa said, Thai 602, I have cash at the pad, but it goes fast. Damn kids and the wifey, lol. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Don't look at me.
Well, how am I looking at you? You're not
Well, because you're
even.
looking up at the camera. You know what you're doing. Don't look over here because I know what to spend and what not to spend. It's always just something, though.
What? I'm looking at the people.
Shut up. You're ugly.
Hey, Pete, what's good, bro? Said Sergio. One of those nights at Thai 602. Esquina, said Adrian Zuniga. Chita said, Cricket, I see you're bringing back the Heaven's Gate cult. How? How did the Heaven's Gate cult? Oh, did they wear black shirts? I don't got no purple shoes, though. Fool. Los Baby said, a lot of vatos are soft nowadays. They stay writing 812s on their cellies because they hate working out and reading and learning in the cell. Although prison is watered down. Yeah, the whole thing, bro. The whole clique is watered down. Um, it's crazy, and I mean, honestly, bro, it's good. You know what I mean? hopefully they'll start opening their eyes. It should be just like I said, man. They should be ashamed of themselves, bro. You got to lead these kids right, man. And I get it. It's a criminal fucking organization, so they ain't gonna be thinking of no damn kids and stuff. But just man, I wish people would open their eyes to the propaganda though when they do speak on that. Talking about causas and for the raza and then for the people and shut the
My
fuck up. Hey,
gente.
it ain't for none of that.
It's bull crap.
Sergio said G Dots. The homie hang out. Los Baby Enriquez ain't all that sharp compared to others in a similar lifestyle. He just exposed the fallacy that convicts are dumb. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing is he studied the thesaurus, bro. You know what I mean? And he could remember them, and remember all the words. I'm good, Bubba said Francisco. Los Baby said, not all convicts are dumb. Yeah, exactly. That's what he was saying, bro. Like he exposed that fallacy. You know what I'm saying? Francisco VP, that's good to hear, bro. Said Bubba.
I don't think all convicts are dumb, but I just don't. I feel like some of them don't have common sense, or
Yeah,
you just are you? Do they get to the point where you just have nothing to lose? So screw it, just do
some.
it.
Yeah, yeah, some. I mean, when you once you're in the pinta for, I mean, that's why you get like some of the matos doing the kamikaze hits or that type of shit. Because I mean, it comes down to like, what can they do? They can't do nothing to you once you lay down. You know what I mean? Life in prison or years and years, and so yeah, they get to the point they don't give a fuck. But also, I think aside from those type of things where it's just blatant kamikaze or uh, torpedo, uh, I think the other side of it is like you said, no common sense. I mean, we just never think we're gonna get caught. We think we're smarter than that. I mean, you remember how I used to think I was playing a game with the cops, and the whole time they fucking
But
knew
did
they
you feel like you just had nothing to lose, so just screw it, just do it though? Or
when I was doing it.
yeah,
Nah, it wasn't that I didn't have nothing to lose. I mean, I had just decided that that I was living a certain type of life, and I was fine with that. You know what I mean? I mean, the pinta wasn't bad. You know what I mean? I at the time, I mean, I didn't look at it. It was different. You know what I'm saying? It just again, I mean, obviously, I didn't do shit in the hopes that I would get caught. I thought I was smarter than everybody again, but also I think on top of that is just um, yeah, I didn't fear prison. You know what I mean? But but I don't think it was never with the intention. I never did shit thinking, well, I might go. It was just always like, I'm not gonna get caught. That's where that dumb part comes in,
yeah,
because we always
no
get
common.
caught. I mean, we're all up in there. Uh, Bubba Mesa said, Francisco VP, that's good to hear, bro. Bend the knee fence. What are you waiting for? LOL said Ty 602. Right?
No,
Tell her.
I don't bend no knee. Not up in here. Nope.
LOL said Sergio. Glee Club respect said Ty 602.
Glee Club.
Awesome person said, y'all were a
Mm,
young hot mess.
We, when I tell you we were a hot mess, we were a hot mess. I mean, I'm 18, he's 23, 24. I'm about to turn 19, and we want to have a baby so bad because we're so in love. And we're sitting here, just being irresponsible, him doing what he's doing, and we didn't care. We just wanted to be with each other, wanted to have a baby. We'd fight like crazy sometimes. We'd get along great. I mean, we were just all over the place, just a hot mess. It was, I don't know. I mean, good times looking back, but I mean, I don't know. I wish that maybe I would have stuck up for myself more. Maybe checked you some more or something. I don't know. Just
Yeah.
maybe got your stuff and threw it out instead of you throwing my stuff out. I don't know. No, but we were um, young, and I mean, you would have thought that he was a lot older than me, so he should have been more responsible and
Fucking
figured it out. But he didn't. So, we were sharing a brain, and that's what happened.
no. First of all, I wasn't a lot older than you.
You should have known better. You should have guided me in the right direction.
I did.
Okay.
480 said, yeah, understand you're keeping private and not telling us what happened with the individual or individuals that it didn't work out for whatever reason, but I kind of have a feeling who it is. Problem doing that. I mean, shit. Um, I'll tell you guys that the Carnales that it didn't work out for. I mean, that's the whole point. You know what I mean? Like, some of the frivolous ass shit that some of these Carnales have been put on the lista for, um, or whacked for, is crazy. If you guys heard it, I mean, and that's definitely something I want to put out there because I want people to see how ridiculous it is. How someone that can call you their brother can so quickly throw you away. That's the point of it all. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, love me or hate me, you know, speaking about all of them. But when you really take a look at each one individually and you start hearing the reasons why, you start to realize how frivolous it is, how just cold blooded it is. It's basically not. It's not a family. It's not a carnalismo. And if you're ready for that, hey, by all means, join and handle your business and see what the outcome is. But don't go in blind thinking that you're actually joining some kind of cause and some kind of brotherhood of like-minded individuals that love each other and are ready to stand tall with each other. Um, the biggest enemies of the Emma is the Emma itself. You could see that with the victims. Most victims of the Emma are other carnales. There's no big enemy out there, even though by name there is. But if you look at the victims of the majority of the clicas, it's always within themselves. I mean, that
I would have been a victim. See,
in and of itself should tell you everything you need to know about them. It's crazy. What's up, babe?
so we would have been victims. Just saying.
Yeah, I
But
mean, eventually, and I think that's the point. I mean, I think all of them will. You know what I mean? Even the ones right now, that think it's never going to happen.
it's gonna happen.
Everybody believe that. You can see that, and look at the individuals. Listen, there are people that actually, and this is not a word that I use, openly. I don't believe it to be that, but there are individuals that people actually believe are legends in this game, and those vatos are on the lista. What does that tell you? I mean, who are you? How are you? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not using that word because I believe that to be. I'm just telling you, in the clica and outside of the clica, there are names that you can say, and people would say, those dudes are legends, supposedly, right? I mean, and them battles have been put on the lista or been killed, um, all the way down the line. There's nobody really left. If you think about it, I mean, everybody's new. They're people from later. There's not that many left from the beginning, and that just says a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone with that type of reputation can so easily be thrown away, then what about the rest of us? And so it's just there's just things that people need to, these individuals, these kids, and people that are looking to take that route need to really think clearly about. At one point, I mean, I could name the names: Trigger, Indio, Big RJ. I mean, go down the line. There's a David Fierros, um, Crow, Big Casper. I mean, they just go on and on. Big Spider. I can keep them going, and it's ridiculous. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And so it just is. I mean, I
I hate
definitely.
that word. I hate that word too.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
it's ridiculous, but honestly, there are individuals that use that for these. There are people that truly
yeah,
believe that about these
there are
people.
legends on the list, or there are legends in PC.
Yeah,
There, yeah. So it's
and that's my point. You know what I mean? When
hmm
you can say when those type of individuals that I remember even as a kid thinking about, what I mean? I used to call them motherfuckers legends. Like, damn man, I just couldn't wait to meet some of these motherfuckers. And now to know they're on the list, I mean, then who the fuck was I? Shit, you know what I mean? Like, if that can happen to them, I mean, it's just the juego looks for its victims. It doesn't even matter anymore. You don't have to do anything. You just, you know, it can
What's
be.
really scary to me though is that there's people in their 40s and their 50s that are either still incarcerated or they're out and they are still about that life and they're still acting a fool. And to me, that's kind of sad at that point. I mean, of course, it's sad to see an 18 or 21-year-old in there, but it just makes me like, I feel so bad for these guys. They're 50 years old and they're still gang banging. I'm like, oh my God, you should be like a grandpa right now, like, taking your grandkids to the park or something, not gang banging, whether you're in prison or out on the streets. It's kind of embarrassing. And it just, their mind, I think, is just, it's gone, right? It's done.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if they have the heart for it. They could still be put on the list just like everyone else.
And look at, I mean, Sinner. So many people could talk about Sinner in that way. You know what I mean? Sinner, I mean, if you want to put an individual on that pedestal because he's a killer, that's the one.
Yeah. And
And
look at,
and it didn't matter. A phone call got him put on the list. A phone call, and that motherfucker killed. Personally, I saw 7 or 8 of them. He probably did 12, 15, 12. I don't even fucking know. And that I'm not even being sarcastic. I mean, it's not even that it's probably more than I could even imagine. Talk about because I was only with him for a 2 month period. Um, he had been out a few times before that for months at a time. So I mean, it's just that's the point is, as that you can be the downest, the hardest, the most gung ho, the super
hmm
and you're still gonna get fucked off if someone decides that that's your what's gonna happen with you for whatever reason, and it just sucks. You know what I mean? That I mean, I'm not. I don't mean it sucks because like wow, wish people could just stay with it, but because it's such a betrayal to these to people that well to us to kids kids that thought we were joining a causa. To this day, I still don't have a definition to that fucking cause. You know what I mean? Um, I've spoken about it. I've even preached it to younger individuals, but I still don't know what the fuck it is. So, it's just sad. Let me move on because
we didn't talk a lot tonight.
yeah, tonight's a good night.
Yeah.
Them LSD 70s days was wild. People were jumping out windows at Lost Baby. Yeah. She was trying to get an Oscar, bro, to keep you home. I know. She
And
tried.
no, I think he really did kind of nug me a little hard, and I kind of like fell and rolled, and
That shit was funny. Oh,
well,
fuck.
I mean, I'm trying to guard the door, and I'm this little thing, the
Every
time,
time I
and
pushed her, she would jump back in front of it. If you're gonna waste my time, I'm gonna waste your time. People downstairs wait for me.
I said it like that.
Yeah, what was your voice?
Oh wow.
Ty 602 said 23, Miss Fence, 23.
Mhm. Mhm.
Chita
I don't
said,
think
yo,
so.
yo, 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 Giovanna, ¿qué pasa esa?
Oh, you guys.
Bubble Mess said, I'm down, Cricket, I'm ready. Me too, brother. Me too.
Yeah, but
Money Dog, what's up, Homito? How are you guys doing? How are you, brother? Man, it's been a minute since you've been in here, bro. How you doing? Appreciate you coming in and chilling. Thank you. Whoa. 480 said, yeah, people probably talk all that talk at first to make it sound good, but when it's time for action, people probably froze up. It's all good. We'll just keep pushing. It will work out. Cricket, how's the corners with handball court looking nice? Said Adrian Zuniga. How's the corners with handball court looking nice? Yeah. Standing alone, I am, said Ty 602. Domingo said, I'm going to wait for you to catch up and then comment about board of directors and 501c3, etc. Yeah. So, Rascal, I've already did all that. So, I think I told you, we actually got a lawyer involved and had it. So, I've already named um, board of directors and all that, which I'll talk to you about later, but I need to. I need to change some of that stuff, but yeah, well, we could definitely discuss it. Awesome person. AP said, I remember seeing boxers speak about the Emmet when I was like 12 on a YouTube video. Even that video made me think that Carnales were cool or something to emulate. We were blank canvases as kids, no doubt. Yeah, definitely. And kids see something different. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. Boxers' portrayal of this smart individual, even though you flipped to a kid, they're looking at that like thinking that that's the norm. You know what I mean? Um, and so all of that is just perpetuates the same propaganda. You know what I mean? Not that it's his fault, but kids, that's why I say that we have this responsibility on these platforms because kids see things differently than we do, bro. We can see Boxer as what he is, someone that studied. You know what I mean? He was locked up 30 years. He read a lot of books and could retain these fucking big words and then use them, in sentences. Great. You know what I mean? Um, Kids will see that as, oh man, fucking carnales are smart. You know what I mean? And they'll think that that is the norm, which we all know it's not. Lori Wilson said, hello, beautiful couple. Hey, Lori.
oh hey Lori, it's been a minute. How you doing?
Rascal said, prison ages out heart, sharpens our minds, damages our emotions, and preserves our bodies, long as you don't get whacked. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
All of that does definitely preserves our bodies. Awesome
some,
people. Huh?
some.
Rascal said, awesome people. I could see that. 100. Paul Chavez said, Miss White Fence keeps getting on you for being 23. Imagine when me and you link up, two 23-year-olds. Oh, it's on, homie. I know.
Oh, oh no, I doubt that. I doubt you're 23 too, and he's not 23. And I don't hate or anything. I just tell it how it is.
I could still stay up all night at the bar, bro.
No, you can't. Stop. You're a fool.
Peach Fish and Chips reviews and Thai 602. Bubba Mesa, what's up, OG? Glad to hear from you. Hopefully, you're in a better time. I'm doing good, just doing my own thing solo. What's up, Serge? Hopefully, you recover from shingles at 480C Town.
Yeah, what's going on with your shingles, Sergio?
He said last time he was almost over with it, but it was just his ¿cómo se llama? His shoulder.
Oh man.
His shoulder was still bothering him a little bit, but he was almost over it. Timo talking shit. I'm right here looking at your comment, bro.
What team was there?
I'm everywhere in the comments.
What?
He said, he goes, where is this dude in the comments? I thought homie hangout was bad. Dang.
Oh no.
I'm trying to catch up. It's because we've been talking. We've been actually having
You know Timo, he
a
talks a
discussion.
lot.
We're having a good discussion. That's why, bro.
Yeah, it actually is pretty good.
Ty 602 said, better be funny, fence. Simon Rascal saludos at AP. Cheetah,
What better be funny?
I don't know. What'd you do?
I
You
don't
tell a
know.
joke. Oh, because you said you were gonna tell a story. Remember? And you told that story.
Oh, yeah. It was
Cheetah,
sad actually. That was a sad story.
Cheetah said, I remember seeing Boxer on the news as a kid when they stabbed Tupi Hernandez, and he laughed in court and said, "Lies, all lies." Yeah. Bubba Mesa said, 480, how's your son doing? I'm doing good. Could always be better. LOL. Yeah. Rascal said, I told my lady I was going to go to the store and get groceries, then had to hit her up to cash at me to cover it.
Oh,
He jacked you for $15, said Ty 602.
no, he needed it, and just is what it
Yeah.
is.
Rascal said, there's two people you should never lie to, no matter what. Your doctor and your lawyer. You only hurt yourself. Just don't tell your lawyer what other people did. Homie said, Box Enriquez is in witness protection. He can't come on YouTube or he loses his status. Javier Duarte, said Paul Chavez. Oh, that's the 40 ounce you were talking about, right? Damn, am I that fucking far on the comments?
Yeah, you've been chatting it up.
He did like 24. I don't know that one, bro. I've never heard of him, Javier Duarte. Um, the 40 ounce I knew was Jose Barriga. I don't remember the Javier Duarte. 480 said, my opinion, I wouldn't want Boxer on the live. He might have changed, but I heard he did Raza dirty on the outs. Rep that 23 shit. I do, LOL, said Ty 602.
Well, you can try to, but doesn't mean that you are. Doesn't mean that you look like it. So
Born in
just because
70.
you say it doesn't mean you are. I could say it all day too, but doesn't mean I am.
He said, born in 77. You can hate it, but it's true, said Rascal. Does Rene Enriquez sound more like a doctor, lawyer, politician, or mafioso? Probably politician, I would say. I mean, the words, you know what's crazy? It's kind of pretentious, bro, to use those palabras. You know, there's a time and place. I know in written form, that's the way we would do it, but I don't know. But I guess, I mean, it works for him, so whatever. No, me, hang on. So talking about conversate, since you'll have no idea what I'm talking about by the time you get this far.
Oh my God. Can we not use that word conversate in this chat, please?
Put it on hold.
We never have and let's not start. I mean,
Conversate.
it's
But that's rascal. You said it's a word.
it's not. It's not a word.
Tactical 2 says she's all about the pudding. Cricket, look up Heaven's Gate Cult and you'll see LOL. I remember Heaven's Gate Cult, bro. I was in the pita when that shit happened. They put them fucking purple things on themselves and they had the Nikes y la madre. I remember. Yeah, you're talking because of the black shirt or some shit. Yeah. AP said that's our specialty here, homie. Hang out. We enjoy the art of conversating
Oh my God. Really?
or
Wow.
conversing.
What a guy.
Prison orgs survive off a lack of hope amongst the people. Yeah. Los Baby said, White Fence, the prison logic is this in a nutshell. People are desensitized to violence and people make prison their home in order to adapt. Like, why am I crying over 10? The fuck is 5, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still say dumb shit like that, but you know, and I obviously don't mean it. But you know, sometimes like when we're talking, I'll be like, shit, I could do 5, fucking 5. What the fuck is 5 years? You know what I mean? But it's just it's a state of mind, I think, bro, that we got used to. You know what I'm saying? But I know damn well if they gave me 5 right now, I think I'd be quite upset.
No honey buns,
Oh, I get honey buns. You're gonna
no
send me?
nutty bars. No, I'm not sending nothing this time. Nope.
You're
Nope.
sending? Well, my son will send me shit. He's older.
Nope. You gotta learn your lesson this time. You go back. Nope.
This time with the little 5. Rascal said, "Oh wait, where we at? When your celly is doing life, especially, why you crying? Go ride and try to get back home." Said Lodia, because the reality is not everyone there is going home, so you have to do what you have to do. Yeah, that's true. And then a lot of the times, that's that. You know, again, it comes back to same thing. Even though we're adults, supposedly grown ass men, peer pressure gets a motherfucker. You know what I mean? We're so worried about pride and respect and machismo that we're willing to do stuff that, I mean, pumps the motherfucking heart. You know what I mean? I've done pegadas where I can fucking hear my heart in my ears, but I still go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? That's how strong I think the the fear of losing respect and pride and all that shit when you're so much in the juego. Um, you know, that's how strong it is in an individual's conscience, I guess, bro. It makes you do shit that otherwise, you know damn well you ain't trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't trying to pick up another 20, 30 fucking years or anything like that, but the machismo shit would make me say, fuck it, let's roll. And I think that's common.
I just think people, when they're at a certain age, they need to be prideful for things that are important, not those type of things. Be prideful in your job and your family and your kids.
Yeah. Ty 602 said the right mix. I've been since 15 to my 20s, said Los Baby. Torcido or in a relationship? Yeah. Ty 602 said been in a 14-year relationship, failed. LOL, said Ty 602.
It's tough.
480 said you don't think about the consequences, you just do what you have to do for the organization. Yeah, and not always just for the organization, but just if you're a criminal, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, even when I was a kid. I mean, my first adult charge where I was transferred at 17 to adult court was like some stupid little armed robbery. But I didn't think I was gonna get caught. You don't do anything thinking you're gonna get caught. It's just. But what's stupid is you would think that I've been getting caught since I was fucking 12. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I
And you
never.
didn't learn, like it didn't click like, hey, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not a good criminal. Maybe I should go get a job instead or something and try to get a career a different way. This career pathing ain't working for me. You never thought about that? It never registered in your head? Well, obviously
No,
not.
no, because again, I mean, that was the career path. I wanted to hit the paredes and be part of the fellas.
There's no career in being a gang member. There's no career in being a gangster. There's no career in being in a prison gang. There's no career in that.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up dead. You're gonna end up doing life.
Well, I know that now. Thanks a lot. Milo started laughing.
Oh, my baby. Hi, baby.
It took me 20 years to figure that shit out.
Be quiet. I want to say hi to him. Hi, my lovey.
He's eating
What are you
grapes.
doing?
How you doing?
What's he eating?
Grapes.
Grapes?
Grapes. Uvas.
You don't have to say in Spanish. I know what grapes are.
Well, it seemed to not.
I heard the microwave, so why is he warming up grapes?
That's not the microwave. He has the fridge open. Remember how it does that when you leave it open too long?
Oh,
Yeah. All right. 480 said, you don't think of, oh, I already read that. I almost picked up life at 19 for a stabbing and my girl left me. That's the reality in there. Failed relationships and failing in time is prison. You're not successful. You're only excelling in the gang world. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Same way. I started at 12 going in and out of the juvenile system. And then at 17, I got transferred to an adult court. And that was it from then on. Stuck like Chuck. I like turtles. It's a scarecrow.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Mama and Papa Cricks, what's going on? Checking in, said Timo. Watcha? I just
Look
got
at
to Timo.
Demo.
I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
hurry, bro. Homie Hang On said, this Vato Mousy from San Francisco is kind of well known within the Norteños due to his song Northside Soldier. He was never a carnal, but the NF gutted that dude for the most bass awkward reason. Yeah. So many instances of that, bro. It's ridiculous. Then he got brought back in the fold. Shake my head. That's crazy. Ty602 said, you are a 23-year-old legend. Sorry, Fence. LOL.
Oh my God. False
Timo,
and false, not true. Can we delete that message?
Timo said, wasn't all over a Heina rascal? Timo, yeah, Mouse's baby mama. Shh, fuck. Timo said, you are the real wascal, right? Yes, the one on in the IG message said, homie, hang up. Good dudes keep their names alive. Said Ty 602. Timo said, Orale Rasco is a legend YouTube star. Got people making accounts in your name. Homie, I said, the talk of legends rings just as true for us, bro. The propaganda and betrayal is universal, even when the names are different. Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, it's prison gangs in all of them, bro. From, I was in the feds and um, met all these so-called, legends and all that shit. You know what I mean? I, I was there with Sammy the Bull. I was there with Death Row Joe. I mean, as far as from other states, there's just so many of these so-called, the so-called legends from all these different states, and all of them had the same stories from my state. You know what I mean? None of this shit is new. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy is you think as intelligent as a lot of vatos in the pinta are, that they would start to open their eyes to that. You know what I mean? That they're just becoming victims to these dudes. You know what I mean? It's like fuck, and as kids and growing up in the barrios, fighting with other clicas and all that shit, just the little gang banging shit. You would think motherfuckers would eventually say, fuck, these dudes are killing us off. You know what I mean? Like, we got to defend ourselves. You know what I mean? Well, I guess they are with all these peseta gangs, but, it's bound to happen. People gonna defend themselves. Shit. You can't just keep on being victims to these fools, especially when a lot of the times there's no wrong doing. You know what I mean? It's they're bad calls or they're really frivolous. It's just some vato that has the power tripping and it's just shit like that is just fucked up.
I never understood, like, this guy's a legend. He's so smart. He talks smart. He writes smart. He was his own lawyer at his court. I'm just like, but he's still in jail. Like, he's still in prison. What are you talking about? He ain't that smart. And
Yeah,
those aren't legends that I like to hear about. I like to hear about legends like when people go to work and make a good paycheck and take care of their kids and take them to the park, and they're there for them at their doctor's appointment, or they're making memories with their grandkids. Those are legends to me, and they
Yeah.
will always be. Like I said, the mom or the dad at the bus stop, because they have to get to work to make that paycheck for their kids. That's a legend to me. I it breaks my heart that people actually really think that these people are legends, and they're just not. They're in prison for doing bad things, and some of them don't want to change. They're still living that life. It's sad, and it's like you think you're talking to like a 15, 14-year-old, but some of them are grown people, and
Yeah.
it's like, dang, there's no hope for them. There is no hope for you. Like, they never had a chance. You're 50 years old, gang banging in jail or prison. There's no hope for you. It's all lost now. Like, I don't know. It's sad. It's a sad situation.
Yeah. Lost Baby said, I agree 100%. I think when you have kids, you can calm down.
Oh no,
Type,
when you have kids, you have to change like a
yeah.
light switch, on and off. You have a kid, you're done. Your life should be second. That kid should be first, no matter what. No matter what you have to do, you look at that baby, and that's all that matters. You put your kid first before your own life.
Yeah. Ty 602 said, goddamn. Homie Hangout said, every single person, everyone who is at the height of that lifestyle will end up deemed doing life and are PC'd up. No exceptions ever. Exactly. Ever. And you would think people would see that and that would be a deterrent, but so far it's not. And fuck, I don't know. Ty 602 said, he was your friend. I wouldn't sleep. Oh, you're talking about Sinner, huh? Yeah, Sinner was crazy. But he was a good dude. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'm not
I mean, he
gonna.
was good to us.
Yeah, yeah,
He just wasn't a good human being out to the
exactly,
world, but
exactly.
to us. And I mean, and he's exactly where he needs to be, because he wasn't a good human being to other people. Now,
Yeah,
if you were close to him and you knew him, uh, man, he treated you the best. I mean, you were his best friend, but um, to the world, it wasn't okay what he was doing.
yeah.
And a lot of it was just for no reason. It was just
Enjoyment.
enjoyment, which is really scary,
Yeah, it was bad.
you
I
know.
mean, there were some where I knew for a fact that it was like one was the wrong guy, and he swore up and down that he had got it confirmed that it was the right guy, and there was no way he could confirm that. I knew this. I'm the only one that could confirm it because I had the connection to confirm that. The person that could confirm it wouldn't was scared of him and wouldn't talk to him. And that was a whole other story that I could break into, but I knew it. It's like, what? And he's, yeah, I just got to, that's him. We got to go back. And I'm just like, bro. And I knew he just wanted to whack somebody that night. And that was just him.
Yeah. And then,
Rascal.
like I said, I wish better for his life and for his soul, but he had his mind made up, and there was no one or nothing that was going to stop him.
Yeah, he was
And
gung for the holiday, and look where he ended up. I mean, they threw him away just like anybody else.
just like an old pair of shoes, just boom, you're done.
What sucks is now his son's in there right along with him. You know, what I mean, his son shot a cop, and he's up in there too. And it's just it's that cycle. Timo said, or homie Hangout said, Timo Chale, only Snoop and Sundown are legends, homie. What's your thoughts on Sinner Mama Grix? Better yet, is or was there that one guy you didn't want Mr. Crime Spree here to hang out with? Oh, He's asking you, oh, I thought he was asking about Sinner's mom. What's your thoughts on Sinner, Mama Cricks? Better yet,
Oh,
was there that one guy you didn't want
no, he,
hanging out with?
what?
He put Mr. Crime Spree here to hang out with.
No, everybody he hung out with was super nice to me. I mean, we all got along, and I hung out with their wives. So, I mean, we all got along just fine. There was not somebody that he hung out with that I didn't want him to, or, um, and again, I feel sorry for Sinner that he has that mentality that he's just lost, and he was super nice to us, and you look at him and you think like, how can you go out in the world and do what you do? It's just crazy. But who didn't I want you to hang out with? I can't remember anybody.
I don't remember ever having a conversation where you didn't want me hanging out with anybody.
I
No.
think you're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. Sergio said, have a good night, everyone. You gone, brother? Órale pues. Buenas noches.
Good
He's probably not even around no more. It's been so,
night.
my bad. Rascal, did you see that imposter making them comments? Crazy, right? Said Timo. AP said Sinner did 8 pegadas in a 2-month period. Yikes, that's a demon right there. A month and a half, bro. Month and a half. And yes,
Telling you.
it got to the point, like month and a half, bro. It felt like so fucking long, though. We had a chante, and so Sinner, we would go to this bar. It was like a pinto bar, and they would let us take our cuetes in there, like the bouncers, because they would let us take them in there. And twice we had to end up running from that spot because Sinner killed somebody in the parking lot. And it came to the point where he would call me and be like, hey, carnal, let's go to the bar. I'm like, no, fuck you, bro. I'm not going nowhere with you. We're not. I said, I'm not partying with you no more, fool. You want to party? Come party at my house, brother. If it's time for business, let's roll. I'll go with you. We got to go hunting. I'm there, but just to go have fun, let's have fun here in my house, brother. It just wasn't fun, to run from some shit like that. And then what was not that it made a difference, but it made it, what was worse is there was no. It wasn't like he would come up and be like, "Hey, carnal, I'm gonna whack this dude right now," that it gave you heads up. Nah, we were blindsided like everybody else. We're walking out the motherfucker after last call, and you hear gunshots, and you look and you see it's fucking Sinner whacking dude. You know what I mean? And it was just bad. The dude, he was just, and it was over. Stupid shit. One of them was he felt disrespected because it was an older veterano that we were playing pool against. He came and put his quarters on the pool table, and we were playing pool. And the veterano just started clowning, bro. We were youngsters, you know what I'm saying? I was 24, 25. Sinner was probably 30. Um, this vato was in his 50s, maybe 60s. It was an older veterano from a water called Mini Park. And so as he's playing pool, he's just clowning. Hey, pinche mocoso, youngster, you guys can't beat me. Like talking kind of, but he didn't mean no disrespect. He's just clowning as a veterano will. Um, Sinner wasn't taking it that way. So, dude died that night. But, it was just, shit like that. And then other ones that I guess were called for, but there was so many other. I think I told you guys the instance where the fucking flat tire and shit like that. It was just crazy stuff that he just didn't give a fuck. Uh, where we at? I did Mr. 209 stirring the pot like crazy with fake Leva account, said Rascal. Sergio, you here? I was about to say to tell the Crick family to put you in timeout, said Timo. Buenas
No,
noches, sir.
Timo. Sergio, he was here first.
Yeah.
He was right in the comments. We're waiting on you. We're about to send him to go look for you.
He's about. We're gonna put the bounty hunter on you, bro. Buenas noches, Sir Joe said. Rascal. Lo said, I will always have love for my barrio and the sur, especially the raza, but I got older. I only care about my family and a few camaradas. What's crazy is I became homies with fools from other hoods. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's called adulting. It's called,
yeah,
you know,
growing
it's
up.
called being an adult, growing up, you know.
Yeah, you realize, I mean, other barrios, we all have so much in common, bro. And remember, I mean, in the joint, you know, what's crazy is those fools can tell us who to hang out with, who not to hang out. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's almost embarrassing, bro. And nobody sees it that way. That these vatos have such a stranglehold on a group of, on a bunch of men, grown ass men. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's the fear of fucking death is makes wonders out of shit. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I mean, of course you're gonna become homies with fools from other barrios and shit. We all have stuff in common, and the barrio shit that's kid shit. That's childish mentality stuff. You know what I mean? And you grow up and you realize that all that stuff is just again childish shit. You know what I mean? And so I'm the same way. I love my neighborhood. I mean, I'm proud of my barrio, not the gang, just the neighborhood, the people, the memories, the nostalgia of it. But
I mean, my neighborhood where I grew up was better.
I wouldn't go that far.
It was. I mean, but you could have your little.
You hear your mom gang banging?
I am not gang banging, son. Don't listen to this man.
Sounds like him and dude are tight, huh? You seen that, said Timo. Roscoe said, if you want to tap in after this live like last time, I'm down. Yeah, if we go too late, I have to wait till tomorrow because I got to get up for work. Definitely can call mañana after work or during work, whatever. Roscoe said, I'm embarrassingly excited to go to prison and even then to commit to La Causa and then to do time on the shelf with Familianos, real talk. Oh, yeah, me too. I think that is almost everybody, and that's what's crazy. You know what I mean? And what's even crazier, and if you think about it, so many vatos have never even met a carnal, right? Well, maybe now because they've opened up these yardas and let these dudes out. But think about the time when so many individuals had never even laid eyes on a carnal, but were willing to give up their life for them. And even take their own homies that they grew up with life for them. It's just I have a story where I'll tell you that there was this vato. He was my homie from we were kids. He had an older brother that was my age. He was a little bit younger, so he looked up to me. We grew up together, and he was like 2, 3 years younger than me. You know what I mean? But that's kind of a big thing from 15 to 12, and then 17. You know what I mean? 17 to 14, and so this kid was in the neighborhood, little down as vato, cool ass kid, was in the mix with us, and we grew up together. So when I go to the Pinta, he's one of the ones that kind of he wrote me here and there, but then he picked up a muerte and gets locked up. So he's in prison, and we're writing each other, and he knows that I'm a carnal by then and all of that. But I'm on the verge of stepping away, right? I can't tell him that. I don't want to tell him directly because I don't know where my huilas get caught, stuff like that. So I'm just telling him, bro, don't get caught up in this. Stay away from it. And I had already sent messages when he was on a yarda. I had sent messages to the carnales on the yarda not to use him for stuff. And they still did. He ended up doing a stabbing and shit. But he put himself out there. But I was trying to like keep him away from it all. And so then I tell him, hey man, when I write him these huilas, I'm telling him, hey, you don't it's not what you think it is. Some of the stuff that I'm saying here, I'm saying this at the time. I'm not telling them what had happened or that I'm walking away. None of that stuff, but just, telling them, hey man, this shit ain't, it's not what you think, and whatever. And I remember his response was, and again, he was doing the same shit that we all do, trying to use big words and stuff. So he writes me back and he says, I appreciate the palabras and all that shit. He said, but this is what I'm going for, and I will forsake anybody who is not with this, right? So basically, letting me know that if I'm not with that, then he'll forsake me, right? And so I got pissed off, and I wrote him back, and I'm like, "You'll forsake me?" Like, and I brought up shit from when we grew up as kids. And I'm like, you'll forsake me for dudes that you've never even met, you've never even seen. Like me, the vato that, whatever helped you when you were, whatever we happened when we were kids. And it was just like, he didn't respond to that. There was no time after that. I was gone. Like I got moved out and stuff, but it was just like, fuck, man. That's the mentality. Like, no matter the so-called love between you and a homie and all that shit, when it comes to these fools, there's stars in their eyes, and they see that, and they will definitely. I mean, they'll give away their lives for this shit, and it's fucking ridiculous. You're giving your life up for another man. Um, and I don't mean to say it like as some kind of fucking homo shit, but I mean, come on. You're giving your life up for someone you don't know. Like, you're willing to throw everything away, your family, your kids, your life, for someone you've never even laid eyes on, you've never met, someone that doesn't know you, just so that maybe they can speak your name. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
And I
And
think
again,
those are some of the kids that, again, come from broken homes, didn't have love in the family, and that's why that generation needs to stop. With you get a kid that didn't have a good life, the kid can look up to somebody on the chat, when we get this nonprofit going, and say, dang, he had the same life as me and he came out okay. I don't want to have to go to prison or jail to prove anything. And start my relationship, start my family, and start a new generation of things. New traditions is what I'm saying. Was what I meant to say is, start your own new traditions. Um, but it seems like it's the kids with like low self-esteem, broken homes, have, that are just with the little stars in their eyes. They have nothing to lose.
yeah, it's definitely the broken homes. I mean, that's a huge factor in it. I mean, it's broken people, and then
I
childish.
feel like it's like low self-esteem and things like that too. When I was in high school, this is gonna sound mean, but like a lot of like the ugly girls or the big girls or whatever, like in high school, they were, not popular girls or whatever. I
Mhm.
mean, they were little hoochie mamas, they got around because they had like low self-esteem, so they would just get with
Yeah,
anybody. And you would think like, oh, the popular girls are out there being little floozies and stuff, but actually that wasn't the case. They actually weren't. It
yeah,
was the ones that you know that weren't as popular. And I think these kids are the same way when it comes to that.
yeah, yeah. That's
you
for
know
sure. Same thing. That looking for acceptance.
they're looking for like that love, that feeling type, right?
Simon.
Not like in a weird way. I'm just saying like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
somebody
yeah.
to be proud of them, the void of mom or dad not being there, or you
Yeah, the
know
father figure, all of that shit. You know. Rascal said, I don't want to get in a public rant about it, but damn, I'll shoot you a mensaje. Chita said, hey, I'm also 23, ese. Let's go drinking like the young fellas we are. I'm with you, fool.
Wish you were 23, she thought.
I could stay up for 2, 3 days straight.
Yeah, right. 2, 3 minutes.
Timo said, "Where is this dude in the comments? I thought homie hangout was bad. Dang." Oh, I already read that. Finally caught up to that one. Yeah, I get at you, said Timo. That Conejo dude ain't too bad, though. I don't support his ideology, but he carries himself well, said Rascal. Watch, homie, I'm going to get bigger wrench than you and pop you over the head, Rascal.
Oh,
Pochao said, all night at the bar, eh? Yeah, that's how I roll. Timo said, all right.
careful.
Since I got a wrench now, better mind your beeswax before I chino you. Said Timo. Cheetah said, how funny it would look if you had a black background. You'd look like a floating, talking head. Hello, turn off the light and put a flashlight under your chin.
Oh, goodness,
What?
no.
Black. I wonder how that would look. That would look crazy. Huh?
You look like a little ghost because you're so white.
Can we just acknowledge that Enriquez didn't check in for some change of heart? He was deemed by his own and was going to be killed by his celly. Yeah, I mean, and that's another. I mean, I don't judge that no more, brother. I really don't. Um, I think that who am I to judge that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, not everybody walks away from it for that reason, but I think that it still does open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? I think once you're no longer under the, I don't know what you would call it, but once you're no longer under the curse of it all, I mean, looking at it like that and doing, then I think it may open your eyes to the truth of it all, and maybe not. I mean, there may be. I'm not saying that it did. I mean, any person could be just some manipulative ass dude. I'm not talking about him personally, but it could be that. I mean, you just never know. But I definitely know carnales on this side of the aisle that that had got put on the lista, walked away, and just now see it for what it is. And I talk to them, still today. There's quite a few of them. Um, so I just, not everybody is gonna just have a change of heart and walk away. I think some of them need that push. I mean, I did. It was because of the whole situation that happened with Maruca. Um, if that wouldn't have happened, who knows where I would be? What would have took for that? I mean, maybe
I would have, I probably would have been gone.
eventually, something was bound to happen because that's just the nature of that beast. You know what I'm saying? But it just would not at that time. So
I would have gotten smart and been like, look, it's that or this. If not, I'm out.
you already said
Bye.
you would have waited for me while I was on death row till they kill me.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
See?
Yeah, I'd wait till you're off death row and then bye.
Yeah, don't take that shit back. The fuck? G thoughts 100 said, hey,
You're a fool.
uh, Timo, things got carried away that night, said Rascal. Man, I miss all the good stuff. The
Yeah, but
way
you don't need to be all up in everybody's business either. You need to
you don't know what I need.
I do. You need to chill out. Just mind your
Don't hate like
business.
a vet, said Thai 602. See? G thought said Renee said it himself. All his allies were shipped out or dead. He knew it was just a matter of time before he got stabbed up, so he had to roll it up.
Yeah.
480 said conversate is a word. Thai
Oh,
602 said Glee Club can spell. Timo said
yeah.
Mama Criqueta wasn't crying on that weekend. She was torcido.
Yes, I was. I was crying like a baby.
uh, Rascal said, I hereby renounce my usage of the conversate vernacular out of an abundance of regard for the better half of the Chronicles known colloquially, colloquially as White Fence, or known colloquially as White Fence, but referenced as Jovan by family. See, here we go with the
Yeah.
thesaurus, bro. That could have been
I really appreciate that. Thank you. I mean,
said a lot more ghettoer, bro. Rascal said, "You make a good point, Cricket. When we say it's just business, what we really mean oftentimes is just ego." Yeah.
yeah,
Timo said, "Then Big Bad Mama Criqueta came and said, 'No mas,' and cracked that whip. Ain't that right, Mama?"
that is true. That is true.
You know that ain't true, bro. She wasn't cracking no whips nowhere.
But, yeah, gotta go. If not,
23 things change, LOL, said Thai 602. She thought, said, "Cricket, did Jovan ever sneak you in a file and a cake?" Nah, no cakes.
nope, never snuck in nothing.
Jovan with the great advice. I never asked her to nothing like that, bro. She was never a mullah for me or nothing. Like we had all that. I didn't need her to do none of that shit. We were good. Rascal said, "Thinking of other career paths implies some hope that there was something different available." Yeah, but I think there was, bro. We just didn't look for it because how did some of the other homies get it? You know what I'm saying? It's uh, there are a lot of examples of vatos that grew up in the barrio that got out and did something with themselves eventually. You know what I'm saying? I know it felt hopeless to us, you know what I mean? But I don't think it necessarily was. I think that might have been again the mentality that we had. We just chose. We had no desire to take a different path, so that's why there was nothing available because we weren't looking for anything else. But it was definitely there. Others have taken advantage of it. I mean, I've talked to plenty of motherfuckers that I mean, I've talked to a dude that he's a fire chief in Phoenix, grew up in the West Side in a barrio. You know what I mean? I've talked to plenty of people that were in the clicas in street gangs. Uh, some that got locked up in juvenile halls and stuff, never went to Pinta, but what got out of that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I think the option's always there. It's just our eyes weren't open to it. And so I think that's the big question is how do you open these kids' eyes to that? I think if we get that fucking answer, we get the what is that the Nobel Peace Prize?
I think it's just kind of letting them know that somebody cares, regardless if it's their family or not, or their friend. Somebody out there does care about them, and that their life really does matter. I don't
Yeah,
think they hear how special they are on a daily with, the broken home. They just want to do whatever it takes to fit in.
yeah. Look at AP. Even though I'm pressing him on chess right now, how
Oh,
many
you're
ti-
winning?
how many times have
Oh,
he said that, bro?
oh, get that AP. I see you.
This is like the fourth or fifth time that he says that.
My sons beat you, so I'm not surprised.
Uh, Ty 602 said, "Damn, fans pushing your poor gordo. Pushing
Oh,
you,
poor
poor gordo.
Gordon.
Oh, pushing you, poor gordo." I didn't push her. I gently moved her out of the way.
I think you pushed me. I think you pushed me.
She looked like a,
What? Really?
you know the,
Really?
the plastic things that you blow up and has sand at the bottom, and you like the punching bags for kids that drop down and jump back up.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like your crazy ass. Look, I would push her away, and she just jump right back in front of the door and push her ass away. Like, get the fuck out of the way! No, if you're not gonna waste my time, I'm gonna waste your time. You're not going anywhere. Oh man, that shit was a little fucking nut, like a little jack in the box.
Wow, Jack and
Homie, hang on. Rascal says, see cricket with that sideways look. Someone about to get DP. Oh, my son, making all that damn noise. Great night of conversating con la Giovanna.
Oh my.
Batachaca loca placaso. Placosa.
I can't.
Conversating, he said.
Oh
Giovanna's at her
goodness.
own country name. Divo.
Uh,
Rascal, get on with dude already.
yeah,
Huh?
you do. You need to.
Simón Timo allá en el Rancho Grande, allá donde vivía. LOL, Gita.
I never from no Rancho, none of that. You guys need to knock it off. It was this guy right here.
Rascal said, ahora Jovan, la Weeble Wobble. Remember that? Weeble Wobbles?
What?
Remember the Weebles Wobble? Those little Weebles?
Oh wow. That was not a fun time. I really thought I was trying to keep you there.
You fucking nutcase. Man, where are we at? We need to get on camera together. I have a bunch of combos to have with you. Just a thought. This unity pedo was misrepresented as a move toward healthier activities, but I don't think it is. No, of course it's not, bro. It's a unity between criminal organizations. It's just a bigger. I mean, if it works, it's a step towards a bigger fucking organization, or at least, you know. I mean, the internal murder rate isn't going to go down. They're just talking about against each other, and that shit ain't never been on no high rate anyway. Again, like I said, most victims of the clicas are them, the members themselves or associates or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I mean, all this shit about that this is the raza unity and come on, man, cut it out. This is the wrong type of raza unity, bro. You're talking about uniting gangs, not stopping gang banging, not saying let's stop this craziness, let's stop this. No, let's stop fighting each other so that we can better handle our business. I mean, to each his own, but it definitely isn't for the better. Um, but to hear some of these positive channels talk about it, you think this is the greatest thing in the world.
It's so ridiculous.
So, I mean, whatever,
It irks my soul.
man.
No.
Legend is hearing that first time Mama Criqueta ever smoked Yesca. That story right there is a legendary story. Yeah, it's funny.
That was horrible. So, maybe the second worst day of my life. I don't know.
Ty 602 said, Miss Cricket, you make it sound bad. You two are solid.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, we've had our ups and downs. We had our moments. We were young and very immature. But look at us now. We can look back and laugh at it.
You were young and immature. I wasn't the one standing in front of the door not trying to let you get out.
I was young. I was 18, and I didn't want my man to go out that day again and go do some crazy things. I wanted you to spend time with me. I was spoiled,
I
but
used to spend time with it. We would be up at like 2 in the morning watching.
I know, but for some reason that day I didn't want you to leave.
You were mad because the day before I hadn't come home all night. So then you said that I wasted your time. So now you're gonna
Yeah,
waste.
I was just there, just by myself.
I was busy.
Yeah, and I was bored, just in a room by myself watching TV or on the phone. I mean, I
Welcome to
was
my life.
bored. No, but I wasn't the one that was in prison. That wasn't no.
I
And
put you in
that day,
girl.
huh?
I put you in lockdown.
Shut up. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. Thank
Right.
you.
Said if you're a 20-year-old or younger gang member, you're misguided. If you're a 30-year-old gang member, you're a loser. If you're 40 plus, you're a cancer.
That's true.
That's pretty good.
That is really good. I like that.
For he said, Cricket, you're a legend and part of the elite, not because of the past prison shit, but for now you and White Fence changing for the better good and proving to us that believe that it isn't possible to change. Well, we'll see, bro. I haven't done anything.
Wow, that was sweet.
I appreciate that. I do, brother. But honestly, hold me to my words. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's all talk. I'm talking a good game. Uh, but I haven't done anything yet. I mean, we've done a few things here and there, like with the for these kids and stuff. But on the grand scheme of things, um, hold me to all this and let me really prove it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that would make me, that would prove me to be a legend. I'm none of that, bro. I'm making up for a lot of bad. You know what I'm saying? And I owe that. And again, like I said, there are people that will never forgive things that I have done, and I don't expect them to. I would expect
You
them
know
not.
how, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but you know how you said that they're trying to like make it a unity with all these gangs,
Yeah,
but not to change or drop out of the gang life or whatever. It's so crazy that everybody in this chat is from different states, different gangs, but yet we all come together and we fundraised, gave out backpacks in Dupoville area. We probably did more for that area than anybody in Dupoville that's in a gang. Just saying. And to me, I always see you guys um as those elite members. Like I said, I tell you guys time and time again that I appreciate you guys all the time. Um, I'd love to hear your guys' story about, your kids, your family, and things like that. And I just think that with this, it's just going to be bigger. We just have to kind of figure it out. We need everybody's help. We've never done this before, you know, and just picking the right people, it's just going to be like a lesson, not a lesson learned. Just I can't find my words right now. It's just something new. It's
yeah.
exciting. I can't wait. Um, Again, we're going to be out there in October giving out Halloween little, you know, buckets to 25 kids, at a Sueño Park. I I mean, that's just what we do, and it's crazy that we're all from different walks of life, but here we are with one purpose. I mean, some of you guys are from the other side of the border. I mean, I'm from this side of the border. It's okay. We all came together, and here we are. You
She
know,
she has a complejo, guys. She wanted to bring that up just in case.
Shut up. I'm kidding. Okay, and I'm talking too much and rambling. What I'm trying to say, like what's in my head, it's not coming out of my mouth. Like I can't get my words together tonight for some reason, so I'm gonna just stop. My bad.
Rascal said, the people who raised me, protected me, fed me, housed me, some were serial killers, no bullshit, but they loved me and did what no one else did. They cared. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's hard almost sometimes to say, when I talk about some of the carnal, like Sinner, Chino, when I say, they're good dudes. Um, I don't mean they did good things. They obviously did terrible things, and they are where they are for those reasons. Um, but I knew them. I know them eh, eh, for the potential that they could have been. I guess you can say. Um, I wish that they would have chosen before it was too late to get away from all that, and I think they could have um, added a lot to this. To this type of thing. I mean, if they would have put their minds to it, también. Um, but I know that when I say that, when people know like what the way what Sinner did, or how what Chino did, they may question what the fuck I'm talking about. it's hard to describe it, and I wouldn't try to convince anybody of that. I just know it. You know what I mean? But I would agree with anybody else that said no, they're not good people. Because they did bad shit. I get it. Um, I just know different individuals than them. So it is what it is. Ty 602, scary mofo. Have you written a book, essay, or are you working on one? I am not working on one, and I have not written one. I've said it before. I don't plan on it, bro. To write a book, I think is like almost trying to um, glorify me. Talk about myself, like some special shit to say. Um, and I don't have nothing special to say. My life there's nothing exciting about what I lived. I mean, I think most individuals, even on this chat, have probably had the same type of lifestyle I had. I just think that it would be pretty narcissistic for me to write a book as if someone would care to read some shit about my fucking life. Um,
Hilarious.
I have no desire to do that. I have my focus is like I said, what I want to do is whatever I can with the kids. You know what I mean? If I can help 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 50, then that's what I'm going to do. Writing a book is a waste of time for me. I think, if anything, I'd probably be let down when no one bought the motherfucker, except for my girl.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Fuck
don't know
you.
if I'd want to. Give me the money and I'll buy it, or just give it to me for free.
I was about to say I'll buy it for you, but now that you say that, fuck you. You gotta bite your damn. Timo said maybe Cricket was that dude. No, I was never that dude. Rascal said, to this day, I love them. The couple who are still living their legend, so to speak. For me, it's the guy who saw me eating off a tray someone discarded at Wendy's when I was 9 and bought me food. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's what's up.
Ty 602 said, what about the hit on fence? Would he do it? Sinner? Yeah, he would do it. Yes, he would. If given the chance. I don't think Chino. Well, I don't know. I like to
I
think
don't.
he.
I don't. I don't put nothing past them, just because they can't even choose staying out of prison for the life of their kids.
Yeah.
They can't even choose their kids. What
Good
makes
night.
you think they're good? Who am I? Nobody. If they can't even look at their kid's face and say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with all this. I have too many kids. A lot of them have 3, 5 kids. They
Sinner.
can't even stay. Yeah, he can't even stay out for his own kids. I mean, and be a father to them. Who am I? I'm nobody.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat, they would.
Yeah. I'm not. I know. I do know that Gino He was upset when all this went down, and even commented that he agreed with the route I was taking. But you never know. Good night, Timo. Check you out, brother. He's at the end saying, "Good night, gente. See you next
Good
time."
night. Yeah, we're probably gonna get off right now too.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
finish.
call it a night. I'm about to shut it down.
You can't
Uh,
shut down a motherfucking thing, woman. I'm gonna keep reading these comments. When I get to the end, I will decide if we're gonna close it down. Oh fuck. Uh, Rascal said if a doctor, lawyer, cop, or teacher bought me food, I'd probably follow their career path, but they ignored me. The hood loved me, so ya sabes. Yeah. It's
yeah.
tough that way. And you know what's crazy is, honestly, I think that I think that pintos in general, or I don't even want to say just pintos, but those of us in that lifestyle, the in the barrios and all that, are genuinely good people. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that same type of thing. We look out for each other. all that stuff. It's just, I think that then we're led astray by those few that are, just, looking for, they're just looking for their own glory, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make their own feria. It's just the greediness that, for themselves, they've reached this power and they use it for bad, you know what I mean? But honestly, I would say the same thing. I mean, I've given, when people come in the pinta, we look out for them. We give them, their, you don't let anybody just come in and not have anything. And you would think in such a, normal people on the street, regular ass Willy Foo ass people would probably think that we're all just cutthroat in there. We wouldn't even give each other shit like that. And it's the total opposite. You know what I mean? We look out for each other, um, even enemies. You know what I mean? So I think that we have that in us. Unfortunately, again, like I said, I think it's just being led wrong, led astray. You know what I mean? Jita said, "What bar was that? Cricket the center went. Trigger goes trigger happy. Michelle's bar. It was called Michelle's bar. I think they changed the name of it now. Someone said I can't remember what they told me it was, but it used to be called Michelle's bar." 480 says, "Shouts out to Sin. He really was 100% about the raza and really believed that he was making a difference for the raza by whacking all the vatos in bad standing." Yeah, unfortunately though, bro, um, most of the dudes he whacked weren't people on the lista. It was, like he would feel disrespected in certain ways. I mean, one dude it was a road rage incident. Two, like I said, was in the bar like that. Um, One was a young kid that was claiming to be a carnal and he wasn't. Uh, it was only, I think there was only like two or three that were actually bad standing situations. Uh, Rascal said, "Which is why I made it my life's goal to love people like I was, to empathize. I get it through a kid's eyes, but now I get it through the organization's eyes."
Yeah.
Right? 480, he was Center Zapata Villa. Yeah, right. Wait, let me guess. 43rd and Van Buren. Is that where Michelle's bar is? 43rd? Yeah, it is, right, babe?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
I can't remember exactly. It's Mini Parks Barrios, so, or around there. Um, Let me see where it was. I don't even know if it's gonna come up anymore. But I know it was yeah, so here it is. Yeah, 43rd and Van Buren. Yep, you're right, bro. He said, let me guess. Is it still called? I think it's still called. It says Michelle's Cocktail Lounge now. No, it says
No, they changed it.
yeah, it says permanently closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That was the one.
480, you stay away from there, okay? You don't need no Pata Choca Locas, okay?
That was G Thoughts. He said, wait, let me
Oh,
guess.
gee, thoughts.
Ty 602 said Tollison Gang, right by Pete's. 480 said, LOL, awesome person. Juan Romero said, were you from Tollison Chicanos? Yes, I was, bro, at one point.
Poor guy.
Rascal said, yeah, in my time, I never met a familiano until I was validated and sent to the SHU for the second half of my term. I'm going to do a video about that experience. It was crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a trip. Glee Club Snob, said Ty 602. Just kidding, he said.
Oh, wow.
Timo
Just
said,
no, I'm just saying.
personally, I found them Glee members a little more razzle-dazzled than them hoochie mamas, said Timo.
Oh, I was not razzle-dazzled. No.
Rascal said, I don't judge how or why people check in. I'm not in prison and not pushing an agenda, but damn, be honest about your journey is all. The whole, I took a noble stand on some morals, cut it out. Yeah, you're right. Yep. and not just that. About it all, I think um, you give ammo to trolls and to people that are opposed to whatever you're doing when you come on here and try to lie and tell people what you think they want to hear. I think I don't think people are stupid, and I think that a lot of individuals aren't. They're not blinded by the bullshit, prison politics stuff. I think that you can be honest, um, and still, and people will still maybe not agree or maybe not, whatever, but they may understand and still want to listen to whatever you have to say. But when you come on here and you try to portray, oh, I just walked away because, you know, I made $1 million and I was done with it all, or, whatever your little stories
But
are.
I, I think there are some people that do talk like that. They do make up little
Well,
lies,
that's my point.
and it's sad because you do have all these followers that actually believe that.
Well, that's my point. I mean, but at the same time, you also open yourself up for criticism, and that's why that I think that's where a lot of the drama comes from. I mean, if you come out like, I mean, mine was not a noble reason. I didn't leave it because I thought the whole thing. Now I think differently. It opened my eyes. I've had a lot of more time to think. I've grown. I'm not as mature as I was back then. You know, there's a lot of other factors now, but at that time, I was gung ho. I didn't. I felt betrayed. I was pissed. I wanted to kill motherfuckers. I couldn't kill everybody, obviously, but if I had a chance, I was still ready and willing to. It wasn't. I didn't go into this, peaceful, vow of no more violence until recently. Um, I'm just, that's just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Now I could give a fuck. I don't care. People can come on and call me all the names in the world, punk, bitch, all that. But none of that stuff affects me. I don't care what anybody thinks. It wasn't always that way. Um, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you just got to be honest about what the situation is. If you want to be out here like this, you know what I mean? If you want to be, you know, in this, I guess public, you have to. I mean, nothing is secretive in this world. Everything comes out. Um, Especially after years and years. I mean, I've already been on here 3 years. If I would have came on and said, "Oh, I became," I started praying one night and the light hit my eyes and God told me stop doing this and
Really?
that's why I did it. By now someone would have come out and said, "You're full of shit." I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I just came out and said what it was, and I walked away. I was done with it. Whatever, and to each his own. Hate me, like me, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Nobody's opinion of me is gonna change what I'm doing, and that's it. You know what I mean? I just think that that's where a lot of people fuck up. I think they want to cut. And I get it. It's not the easiest thing to do because we've all been brainwashed into thinking that to walk away or to debrief and to all that makes us pieces of shit. Makes us, all those bad words that people use, and so it's tough to admit that, though, and think that that is what we have become. You know what I mean? But if you want to be public, you got to tell it like it is and let people make their own decision whether they want to fuck with you or not. That's it.
They
Nothing.
want to mess with you on a personal level.
Yeah, they want to fuck with you on a personal level. Not much you could do about it.
Too. It just grosses me out when some people lie and then people know they're lying and then they still are right there. you know, to it's kind of like it's kind of like enabling their mental illness, their
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of that, I think it undermines everything else they say. You know what I mean? It,
mm,
but it calls into question everything else. I mean, it just does. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. I just do what I do, and I can't control others. I guess.
yeah. Hurry up and finish up these comments because we
Shut
gotta
your
shut.
bitch ass up. Timo said,
We're coming up on 2.5 hours, and we gotta shut it down. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
"Wait,
You gotta get to work tomorrow.
listen, woman, about to slap the shit out of you."
All right.
Timo said, "But wait till death do you part. Don't come into the dating thing. You two have right." Criqueta.
Right.
Rascal said, "I left because the risk to my lady. I left because I was a marked man. I left because I'm tired of this shit. Whatever. I don't care. Just be honest." Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tell the truth from then on. No one is fooled. You know what I mean? If you were, listen, if you were on a yarda, call it SNY, call it PC, whatever. No one believes that you got there and you didn't have to debrief. It's not the way it works. Everybody knows how it works. Period. I mean, it, it, you just gotta grow up, man. Just gotta grow up. Tell the fucking truth of what it all is, and then that's it. Stop getting caught in the bullshit. It's not that hard. And again, let people make their own decisions about you. If they're gonna decide not to want to watch you or fuck with you because of any actions you took, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Um, it is what it is. You've already taken those actions. There's no taking that back, and you got to stand on what you've done. Period. Um, but I don't know. But I guess when you're trying to make feria and shit, it's hard to push people away. I guess if that's what you think it's gonna do. I phrase that renunciation in my Boxer Enriquez voice. Do I sound smart?
Ah,
Yup, yup. Ty says,
oh, really smart.
Jovan with the master keister stash. LOL.
Ew. No. Gross.
AP said Grillo is smart too. He knows about quantum physics and E equals MC squared, Anunnaki, and all that. Halekano Grillo. Yeah.
My God. Well,
I,
yeah, you should know. You had time. You had 20 years to read and pick up a book and educate yourself.
I tell you again, the individual that explains E equals MC squared the best was, damn, I said his name before. What was it? There was a book called Braca's Brain by Carl Sagan. That's his name. And he explains that, like, I swear to God, it opens up, like, you're like, oh fuck, okay, that makes sense. Because that shit never made sense to me before when I tried to read it just by looking at Einstein's theory and what people would say about it. This motherfucker in Braca's Brain explained that shit so well. It was cool. But yeah, and Anunnaki, I mean, that's just our Lord and Savior.
Oh, Lord. No, he's not
Rascal
God.
said, I agree that we didn't need to be hopeless. There were opportunities, but we felt hopeless, and that's what matters. Yeah. AP said, even though I'm pressing him on chess right now, cortate la way. Rascal said, órale, Jovan, la Weibo Wapo. Man alive, Chronicles deadlines ain't nothing nice, said Geronimo.
Better get him done, Geronimo.
Weeble wobble and they don't fall down, said Demo.
I would get up so quick, though, huh, and run straight back to the door.
Yeah, she was a nut. That's why I finally had to throw her a little bit farther, and she played the little, I hit my head.
Oh, man.
Giovanna,
I think my feelings were hurt more than, the actual physical hurt.
AP said, good night a todos, and Giovanna.
Oh, you're
Ima-
not gonna say goodnight to me, AP? Because I don't know who Giovanna is.
Giovanna, you're a paisa. Grillo is a paisa too. Y'all were just naturally attracted. Chopper confirmed Grillo was a paisa, said AP. That's why Grillo was all conflicted that one time. Well, wait, when was I conflicted, fool? Don't try to leave now and say good night. When was I conflicted, fool? Ty
Okay.
602 said, my man, LOL, busted. Awesome person said, my man, someone got daddy issues. Oh, wait, could you call me my man?
Oh,
Imagine we have a statue of Grillo the Leyenda at the facility. Just kidding. I know Grillo would hate that. Yeah, that would be, yeah, no.
yeah. Let's not imagine that.
I mean, I guess a statue of me wouldn't be bad.
Oh Lord,
Me and the Anunnakis.
that would never happen.
Ty 602 said he's a 23-year-old legend. Deal with it, fence.
No, I'm done dealing with his mental illness, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna enable him and thinking I'm just not. I'm not doing that. Nope. Nope.
Geronimo said philanthropic enterprises begin with small, consistent actions that are sincere and geared to help people without expectations of remuneration. Watcha?
Oh,
Thesaurus?
look
Gracias,
at
Geronimo. He got himself a fucking Webster's thesaurus también.
okay.
Him and Rascal got the same edition. Timo said, good night, gente. See you next time. Good night, brother.
Good night.
Here's AP. When the paisas got your cuello, your inner conflict for your paisa heritage made you freeze up. I didn't freeze up, fool. Hater. They got me good, though. Where is it? It's right there. Fuckers. Fuckers. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah, I remember growing up, there were some vatos in the hood who would push the violence more than others. Yes, I was one of those. Yeah, it was stupid. 480 said, when you say that you haven't done anything yet, sure you have. I'm talking about what you have done so far. Nobody from home AZ hasn't started a channel and let all the youngsters and people know how it is. Yeah, but I also know that um that the what would it be called? I mean, the audience, I guess, the audience to this channel aren't necessarily um the target audience. You know what I'm saying? Like it's firme. I like that we can all discuss this openly and it's like-minded individuals, but we're all on the same boat. You know what I'm saying? We've already gone through that, and here we are on the other side of it. Um, what I mean by I haven't done anything yet is I haven't actually been able to like help out kids, you know what I mean? Try to help, you know what I mean? Do that side of it where, really tell my story to some kids and stuff the way I've been able to do it here. That's what I mean by it. I mean, I don't minimize this speaking with you guys and all that. I mean, this is obviously huge. I mean, not because of me, but because of you guys. But at the same time, when I say I haven't done anything yet, I mean, I haven't done anything that I've said I'm going to do yet as far as the nonprofit, speaking at, juvenile facilities, all of that stuff that I haven't been able to get together yet. Um, and that's what I say, hold me to. It's real easy for me to sit here on camera and just say, yeah, we should do this, we should do that. We need to tell the kids this and that, but they're not hearing this because they're not the audience that logs into this right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a good place to kind of brainstorm, throw ideas back and forth, and that's what we've done up until this point. That's where the idea for the nonprofit even came from. Um, but as far as actually something with substance for kids, I haven't been able to do that yet because I've been waiting for the nonprofit. I'm not in the state that I'm, where I would really like to to focus on California, Arizona, Nevada is kind of what I'm thinking. New Mexico, Texas, those kind of like southwestern states and West Coast states that kind of follow that mindset. Because and I would love to do the whole everybody. I mean, East. I know there's kids that are getting in trouble in the East Coast and all that and stuff, but I also know that they can't look at me and really they can't it's different in their lifestyle. The way they come up is a little bit different, so it would be, but I would still do it. I'm not saying I would, but my focus would be obviously individuals that can, kind of, I can't think of the fucking word right now, but whatever. Anyway, that's my point of that. You know what I mean? That's where I say I haven't done much yet. I want to, and hopefully I will. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm in a different state. I have a job, all that. Once we get the nonprofit going, and then I can travel, a little bit more, and once we can reach these, the government grants and all that stuff, then we'll have the funds to be able to, like me and Chop and whoever else, to travel to Califas and talk to kids in schools, travel to Arizona and go to these juvenile facilities or the schools and stuff, all that stuff. So, kind of just waiting for that. All right, let me bust through these things real quick.
Man,
Shut your
you're a
ass.
little. That's what I was thinking when you kept talking.
Ray Diaz said that too funny. White fence, she go to shut it. She wasn't gonna shut shit down.
Oh wow, really, Ray?
Did you ever know Coco from my barrio? Or yeah, I knew a few. There was one from my neighborhood, and then there was also a Coco from, what was Coco from?
Not a Coco.
Coco was he from Southside 35th or Mini Park? Man, where was he from? Oh, there was one. I mean, or unless you're talking about one from Califas, I did not know him. The one from I can't remember the barrio he's from, but the one that got stabbed in the feds by the vatos from MS. I did not know him, bro. AP said, now that we know the truth, I don't know if the Glee Club would have taken Giovanna. I don't know. Law said, prison yarda is great. I be pulling chronos, 128 Gs, everything, even court documents. Us convicts on the internet are camarada, are comadres, LOL. Shit, just like in the Pinta, fool. We act like pinche war veterans, saves, sabes como, LOL. This is about the stolen valor or whatever. Yeah, you're right about that. That's funny. Yeah, you're right. Awesome. AP said the East Coast also gets a YouTube yada that mostly Italians and stuff. Very similar environment and subjects. Is it? That's crazy.
There's an East Coast one too.
Yeah, they gotta be. They gotta have like what's his name? 21 and 23 and 1, and all them other dudes.
There's a
Low
lot of
said,
them.
be careful though. YouTube Yarda has a lot of fools who like to smut. Don't forget the Wes Watsons and pinche movie star bad boys. All fabricated plasticos with tats on this platform too. Yeah, there's that. But who cares? Let them do what they do. You know what I mean? Uh, those are the ones that are just about the feria. And if people want to give it to them, hey, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I guess.
But what's risky with that is we could sit here and say, let them do them, and da-da. But what's risky about them is, what if there is that one kid that opens up YouTube and hits up the wrong channel? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, when we're talking about vatos that are playing the role of these fools are just clowns. You know what I mean? When you talk about Wes Watson and all that, he just be spitting and yelling at the camera and talking about, working out and a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's on the other side of it also, where people, I think, are making feria ahead of, the ahead of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, they talk a good game, but I mean, we've always seen it. Most of us that have been around, come on, man, you can see it. It's actions speak louder than words. Let me see. Is that good night a todos and Giovanna's an awesome person. When the paisas got your cuello, your inner conflict for your paisa heritage makes you freeze up. Fuck you. Ty 602 said, is that a statue of cricket? It would have a big ass head, lol. 480.
Right? It would.
Man, don't talk about heads, girl.
Don't even go there with me.
Uh-huh. You and
Don't
my
even.
ears.
Mm-mm.
Wally and Eva said, please hear me out, Cricket. What if there are young kids who have all the potential in the world but are on the edge of breaking bad, per se? But these special youngsters can only be reached by a book written by someone like you. I mean, are they not worth you going somewhere uncomfortable, which for you is writing a book? Of course, they're worth it. And it's not that it's uncomfortable for me. It's not. I just don't think my story's worth putting on paper. Now, if you're talking about writing, uh, the thing is, if you're talking about me writing, I just don't know how it would be written. I wouldn't want to write my life story per se because I don't think it's all that fucking interesting. It's like any other book that you would read. Now, if we're talking about me writing or figuring out some way to do a self help, don't go to prison type shit, I'm all for that. Um, so of course there's that, and of course I would do anything if I felt it would reach, those kids. Um, I just don't think story of my life, which again, it's hard to control how that would come out, and I wouldn't want it to come out again just like a war story, just my life, how I came up. Um, and almost like the war story part of it. And then again, because I know that kids have that childish mentality, they think different than us as adults. I think that adults could read my story and see it for what it is, and as a deterrent. However, they've already been through their life. They're not headed that way. Kids would see it and maybe be, because I think they would see it under the light of, damn, he was down as a kid, he was this, you know my story is I was a stupid kid, I was down, I mean, according to the way the barrios are and shit, that was me, you know what I mean. um Unfortunately, I came from a broken home, you know what I'm saying. My so-called dad killed my sister when she was 2 years old. I mean, there's a whole lot of story there um, that led to what happened. And then, so then at 15, I blasted, I mean, 14, I was 14, I blasted a fool in his face, shot him in the chin. I mean, I was a bad fucking kid in and out of juvenile hall until it grew up to the point of, you know, pinta, uh, murder, and all of that. Unfortunately, I think kids would read that story differently, and so it's hard to control it when you just write it down on paper. I can tell it better where I can make sure I don't put emphasis on those things and make it seem like that was cool, or that was the I can emphasize the consequences and the bad times that all led to. You know what I mean? And I think it's hard to do that in a book, and to have some kid just read my shit and maybe have it have the counter effect. It would just be fucked up for me to even, you know what I mean. So, and again, my story isn't it's not that interesting. It's everybody's story. Everybody has, we all grew up fucked up, had bad lives, and did stupid shit. Not my girl, and not normal individuals, but those of
Well,
us.
not me.
Eh?
But maybe you could put a little chapter in there for me and be like, look, you could be really good. You could have a good family. But hanging around with one wrong person can, oof, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could just take you down the whole nother road,
I gave you life, woman. It's not the
you know.
best thing that ever
So,
happened to you.
I mean,
That
put me
little
in
three
chapter
days,
4.
that little 3 days was well worth it for me.
That should have never had to happen.
So anyway,
Hey,
it's not that it's uncomfortable for me to write and that I wouldn't do it if it wasn't worth it. I just it's hard for me to see the outcome being um, helping kids because I that's why I don't do it here either. Tell many try to tell some war stories in that way and stuff because I truly feel telling those stories have the counter effect on kids. Um, and I would hate for some kid to log in and see that and think, oh fuck, yeah, that's cool. The same shit we thought when we heard that shit growing up. That's just the way it is. Um, that's the truth. I was from Tolleson, Chicanos, Juan Romero. That's the only barrio in Tolleson, bro. Uh, well, there was some homies that claim brown pride and stuff, but yeah. Good night, cricket and wife said, L.A. Dodgers blue. What's up, homeboy?
good night. There
Uh,
was only room for one gang in Paulson. It's not like you guys had a lot of room to have like 2 or 3 gangs.
shut your ass.
Just saying.
Wally and Eva, it's my opinion that you do anything positive to help out. You don't have to agree to write one. Just keep an open mind. You writing a book, man, only be looked at as a narcissistic move by you. Yeah, again, like I said, I mean, I say that almost in jest about the narcissistic part. It's more about being worried that it would come out more of another mob or MA or gang book. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, the kids read that shit not to try to be, not to try to be, like not to use it as a form of getting away from that life. You know what I mean? It's like everything else. Like us growing up, watching the movie Colors, American Me, all of them,
I didn't watch those movies.
all them
But again, that's what happens from broken homes.
they had the counter effect that supposedly what these people thought they were putting them out for. And it's the same with books. I remember growing up too, reading. You would read. There was a bunch of them. The Monster, Cody had one. There was another one called Crips and Bloods. There was you had the one with the Christian Vato from New York.
Why would they give you guys those books in there?
Nikki Cruz. I mean, because you were allowed books. This is the United States.
I know, but why those kind?
Because they're supposedly anti-gang. But that's my whole point. Kids read shit and get shit that they don't process things the way adults do. So an adult can write that book as an anti-gang book. When the kids read it, they just read the shit about how down these fools were and they were taking people out and shit, and they dismiss whatever this individual says after the fact. So yeah, kids, stay away from gangs. Don't do that because I ended up doing 20 years in prison. They don't go into detail of the consequences. They just say I did 20 years in prison or whatever the situation is. That's the problem. The kids don't process them the way we do. And so they actually give you those books because they want you to read them and think that it's going to have the effect of making you not want to go that route. But
They
adults,
should have given you guys books like House on the Prairie and stuff like that to make you guys want a family like that.
well, I'm not sure if that would have done it either. I know I did like that Where the Red Fern Grows, though.
Yeah. I was
Remember that?
into we were into like Goosebumps and
I liked Goosebumps.
the Babysitters Club and
I didn't watch that.
the Boxcar Children, those little things.
Yeah, I don't remember that. But I like Goosebumps. I used to like scary books. My favorite authors like Dean Koontz and Stephen King. I read all of Dean Koontz's shit. I used to like all of that stuff. Los Baby said Wes Watson wasn't no level 4 vato. That wood was in Mule Creek with his pacifier in a level 2 yard. LOL. He laughing. Yeah, that's what I heard. Which vato? Yeah, that's the one I was from. But orale, is Jovan going to start talking about her parents again? Last time I had to up my meds and see my therapist 2 times a day for a month.
Oh gosh, Dad. Yeah. For those that don't know, I was very fortunate. I was very lucky. I'm sixth generation.
Yeah,
I'm from Arizona.
here we go.
My parents were normal. They knew how to be parents. And guess what? Their parents knew how to be parents, and their parents knew how to be parents, and their parents did also. So it was a generation pass on thing. Um, I had hugs and love and kisses and warm milk before I went to bed, just that kind of stuff. I was very fortunate and very lucky.
Warm milk.
Yeah, sometimes my mom would give us warm milk if we had a bad dream or, we were upset about something.
That's nasty.
It's not nasty.
It has to be fucking cold as almost
No.
frozen. And then you down it with a honey bun.
Well, we didn't do that. But anyways,
You didn't have a
um, I had a perfect life growing up, but even the best of us, you can meet one person, hang out with the wrong crowd, and your life can just go. Next thing you know, you're on the list. You meet some guy, and 2 years later, you're on the list.
telling
So, yeah.
ass. That's because you were
Huh?
snitching, fool.
Shut your mouth up. Whatever.
Oh, telling ass.
Shut up.
Ah.
I was
All right.
talking stuff.
LA Dodgers said, when I was in the juvenile system, I used to like to read those books. Yeah. Law said, bro, I managed to get my hands on Chris Blatchford's Black Handbook in juvenile hall, filled up with placas, hit up in good times. The book called The Cross and the Switchblade. Yeah, that was the one with that Nicky Cruz. Yeah, no, we didn't see that shit as a divert, like to try to get us, keep us away from it. It was, come on. But that's what I think adults forget. The kids don't think like adults. They think that they process them, and I haven't forgot that because I guess I'm still so close to that. I'm still so young, just matured quickly, so I'm able to remember that. Rascal said, "I want Jawan to be my librarian, Little House on the Prairie. Get the fuck out of here." Respectfully. He said, "Warm milk. I give up."
You
Awesome.
guys never drank warm milk? My
Awesome
sister,
person said, "Warm milk. No manches, Giovanna."
no, sis, you guys never drank warm milk?
Lol said,
My
"Yeah,
my sister right now gives my niece warm milk.
kids with yeah, let's not go there." Lost Baby said, "Yeah, kids were fighting over gangster books in juvenile. Laughed my ass off." But that's different for a baby.
Yeah, but like if we were like 9 or 10 and we had a bad dream or we couldn't sleep and we go in our parents' room and mom, I can't sleep,
Yeah,
you know,
those
she'd
days.
get up and warm up some milk, have a
Yeah,
little cup of warm milk, and then send us off to bed.
yeah, I remember that too.
You remember that? They did that for you?
Yeah, whenever I was afraid at night.
Oh my, okay, I thought you were serious, but whatever, now you want to make jokes.
Well, I can't be afraid at night.
No, seriously, like if we had a bad dream or we couldn't
You think
sleep
my
or we
mom would
were,
give you warm milk?
would she? No, she would.
Ray Diaz said, "Cricket and White Fence, have a good night, everyone in chat too." Órale, brother. Buenas
Good
noches.
night.
Homie Hangout said, "I only drink warm milk when straight from the animal. Puro paisa power."
Ew,
Straight from the motherfucking cow.
ew, Nasty. And there's no, you guys can vice up power all you want, but nope, not here. Nope. This guy right here on camera, yeah.
He said, "Hey, you guys had lullabies and shit too, huh?"
Yeah, we did actually. I used to love it when my grandma would be big as heck. She used to like rock us and sing to us, and I remember all her lullabies. We really did. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can have the perfect life and just, hanging out with the wrong person, wrong place, wrong time, 2 years later, get you on the list. That's how quickly that went.
Yeah, yeah.
You could put up my little picture when I was happy at Christmas. That was 4 months before I met you, and then 2 years later, boom, there I am on the list like an idiot.
Well, when you meet me, was the best thing that ever
Do you
happened
know
to
what I'm saying? I'm just saying it can go that quick. When you're young and immature, just all that stuff happens. Everything else is out the window.
you. You didn't have to be all involved out there, people dying around you.
Really. Don't do that. Don't make it seem like I had anything to do with that or that was my fault. Because I felt bad for all of that. I really did.
I think you could have stopped me. You didn't
I
try.
don't think I could have.
You should have tried.
Hold on, you're not gonna do that. That's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna do that. Oh no.
Shit. Let me see. Hey, you guys had lullaby. Oh, Rascal is border brother over here, said Los Baby. I drink warm powdered milk, said LA Dodgers Blue. Powdered milk. Rascal said real talk, and then he took it away. Los Baby said, "Food, don't forget your woman can put you in prison and jail too. For all you young vatos that don't believe me, watch that movie Blow with that white fool in it. Left my ass off." Yeah, they
I've
sure can.
never seen that.
Yeah.
What movie? Hello?
Blow.
Who's that with?
It's I can't remember who the actor is, but it's about it's cocaine. It's all about cocaine.
Oh wow.
He's a pilot taking coke for I can't remember his fucking name. The fat dude from fucking the one with the hippos out there. What the fuck's his name?
Who?
One of the fucking big. Someone's gonna say it right now. Hold on. One of the big fucking drug kingpins from the '80s, not from Mexico,
I don't know.
from Colombia. Pablo Escobar. Yeah, Los. That's what it is. Pablo Escobar. I
Oh.
don't remember the fucking name. Shit. Rascal said, "Real talk. Did you guys have the little PJs with the feetsies and leave cookies for Santa?"
Real talk, we did.
Hey, Rascal. No bullshit, bro. They still put pajamas on Christmas morning.
Yeah. Well, Christmas Eve, we all wore our pajamas. And growing up, we had like 5 sets of pajamas. We'd put our pajamas on, put them under our pillow.
They
And
try to
then,
buy me stuff, bro.
yeah, we tried to buy him some. He wouldn't. Um, we put cookies out and carrots and celery, I can't say it, out for the reindeers. We still do that. And then we do the gingerbread houses. I did that with my son growing up. And we still do till this day. Like we just my parents they were parents, man. They I'm yeah, I'm proud of them.
Yeah,
My grandpa.
I've been out for like 5, 6, or 5, 6 Christmases now. 6 Christmases, I guess. And yeah, they try to get me. They bought pajama pants and shit and try to get me to.
Participate, but he won't.
Yeah, I can't do it. Let me see. Rascal said, white women are built different. Cuidado. Pablo Escobar. Invasive hippos at AP. Law said, fool, let's cancel Santa Claus. That fool on that chomo time, homie.
Oh no, leave him.
AP said, pajamas. What the hell? I don't know.
You guys didn't wear pajamas to bed at night when you guys were little?
Rascal said,
And have your guys, we had like slippers and our pajamas or little robes. Like, you guys didn't have any of that, really? It's clothing
yeah.
for bed.
What's crazy is right now, Rascal wrote something, but it's only coming out on the YouTube one, not on StreamYard. He said, fuck writing a book, Cricket. Film Jovan's family for the Hallmark Channel. Yeah.
You know what? No, you're not going to act like you don't like it, because every Christmas you get a good gift and you get a little stocking stuffed with full of your little goodies. So don't even act like you don't like it.
I like Christmas. I've already said that, but I'm not going to wear no pajamas.
Okay, don't act like you don't like that my parents include you in the stuff that we do.
I like gifts. I like Christmas. I don't like pajamas.
You gotta wear them this year.
Not yet, right. Let me see. Los said, me personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable with a vato in red coming down my chimney. Here we go. Okay, fool, cut it out. My family dresses up for Christmas at AP.
See, there we go. CAP knows.
Lo said, I don't want to teach my hijo to sit on strangers' laps. AP said, because we was normal.
We're normal. My brother dresses up as Santa and like sneaks in his house and puts the presents so his kids can see. Like, whatever, you guys. No, I'm not gonna feel sorry or embarrassed. Nope, nope.
Lo said,
Mm-mm.
no, Miss Home Rascal said, she said gingerbread houses. Wow, seriously though, I respect Joanne's upbringing. It's pure jealousy I'm speaking from. That I was cool with because she used to buy that every year with my son, and I would get pictures of them putting together the gingerbread house around Christmas time, and he always liked that. And when I got out, they continued to do it. It was like 13, 14, 13, 14, 15, they continued. Um, but I
He
remember,
made one this year with my sister.
yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
remember getting those pictures when I was torcido, and I liked that. And then they would be doing the coloring the eggs. I got pictures of that. Um, all that shit. The big. It was cool to get those pictures for real because I liked that my son was living that life. You know what I mean? It was cool. Blow is with Johnny Depp, said Radius. Yeah, that's right. Yep, one of the best actors out there.
Who said that?
Ray Diaz said Blow is
Oh,
with Johnny Depp.
why do you say the best actor?
One of.
One of many, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
eh,
LA
all
Dodgers.
right. It's all right.
Do you eat all the cookies in the morning, Cricket? Shit, I will. They leave them out there. They already know me, bro. They give me everything I like.
Yeah, they get him a stocking full of all his junk food.
Rascal said, when I make merch, I'm gonna make pajamas. I know, right? Hey, Grillo, you'd make an excellent
Yeah,
Santa Claus. No disrespect, said AP. No disrespect, huh? Does that go back to the, with all due respect, chinga tu madre?
you can let your beard grow out again. You
Yeah,
got,
right, like when I was in the hospital.
yeah.
Law said, that's a bad jacket, AP. No mames, don't smut the homie. LOL. Being the, he laughing. Sneaking into houses, that's called burglary, said Rascal. Right?
Yeah, it's his own house.
What the fuck is going on?
I think you skip one.
Wait, because it keeps on, StreamYard isn't putting everything. Yeah. me see. I meant we dressed in nice clothes because we was normal, no damn pajamas, said AP.
Oh, I thought you got down with the pajamas too. I was like, okay, look at AP. You guys don't dress in your pajamas on, well, this is what we do. You know, Christmas Eve, we get our pajamas, we do baking and, you know, hot cocoa and
But the
coffee.
rascal said, how old is too old to be adopted? Can I bring my kids and lady too, or is that doing too much?
Oh, you could bring them. My mom would love them.
AP said, Johnny Depp does have one of the best, longest standing careers in Hollywood. Yeah.
Okay. We're not gonna get into Johnny Depp again, because y'all already know.
Law said SPM made the perfect Santa Claus. Fuck. Radical put laws. All right, let's shut this shit down. We're over 3 hours. I gotta be at work in fucking 5 hours. So I appreciate you guys. I'll call you
You know what?
tomorrow. If during the day is cool. If not, we could do it in the evening. But I gotta be at work. I got a morning meeting at 8:30, so I gotta be there by at least 8:25. Uh, so I gotta get my ass to bed. Ben Cuevas, what's up, brother? He just came in. Cubo Cricket, Giovanna, and the rest of the Chroniqueros familia. Finally, I caught alive. Glad to be here, familia. Missed all last week.
Oh, Ben, we're
He was
getting off.
he was off in DC and stuff. He sent me pictures. Buenas noches to everyone. Said AP. Finna sound off. Program over. Los. Buenas noches, familia. Yeah, anytime, homie, is good. Orale. And now you're logging off. Jovan, you still know what time it is.
Oh, wow, Ben. I thought we were gonna have a good night.
Yeah, we'll be hopefully see if we can come on earlier tomorrow. But I appreciate you, brother. Ya sabes.
My phone's about to die, so babe, good night.
All right, baby.
I'll let you go now. I'll talk to you tomorrow because I know you got to get up early. So do I.
All right. I'll
All
call
right.
you. Call me tomorrow whenever you're at work.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Hola pues a todos. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for this night. I'm gonna head off to bed. I think we had a good. Tonight was a good conversation. I think I liked it. Appreciate you guys.
Good
And
night. And then buenas noches to the other ones.
how? Why
Buenas
you,
noches.
why you trying to fake like you don't speak Spanish, girl?
Buenas noches.
Come on, Yavana.
Shut up. Bye.
Good night, you two, and the rest of the Chronicleros and Ben Cuevas. Orale, I'm shutting this down, guys. Sorry if I cut anybody off. Hasta mañana.
Ugh.